my lovely, beautiful, beautiful souls. I am so happy to be back today. I wouldn't say that I put up resistance to doing this topic today, but it just felt very needed. But earlier this week, I had a very dear friend of mine pass away, and she was taken from us suddenly and quite tragically, and it was very disarming news to hear. I'm still obviously working through it. I think I'm still in a bit of shock, but I was guided that a lot of people actually needed to hear a lot of messages from passed on loved ones this week. And so I was obedient, and here we are right now. But I will go ahead and I have 4 piles today. Usually I do 3, but there was, like I said, just a lot of messages that I felt that passed on loved ones wanted to communicate to their loved ones at this time. And obviously this time of year, the veil is very thin. So it's easier to communicate with those on the other side, a lot easier. So for pile number 1, we have this beautiful Lemurian quartz. Beautiful. Love this guy. So that's for pile number 1. And then for pile number 2, my gosh. I'm starting off with more than one oracle card in the readings. That's why it's like the cards are kind of sliding. For pile number 2, we have this beautiful red jasper. You can see that. Can you see the color? It's a little dark, but that's okay. Love that guy. For pile number 3, we have this beautiful hematite crystal. Oh, low battery. Hello. Okay, so there's that. And then we also, for pile number 4, have this beautiful, I think it's called a mangano calcite, I think is what it's called. Beautiful pinkish purplish crystal stone. Okay. Alrighty, so go ahead and tune in, feel, vibe out which pile is calling your name. And if more than one pile calls to you, never question your intuition. It's always going to lead you in the right direction. I said direction, didn't I? Direction pile, all of my pile. I was about to say pile something. This is the intro, Elizabeth. Hello. I need to get with the program here. As always, my friends, do take the shopping cart method. These are general readings, so do take what resonates, leave behind what does not. And without further ado, I cannot wait to get into these channeled messages from your passed on loved ones. So I will see you in your reading. All right, hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So if you chose this lovely Lemurian quartz right here, then this is going to for sure be your reading. All right, so you, for your passed on loved one, we have these 2 cards here. This is just going to describe kind of their archetype here in the 3D world, who they were to you. I'll pick up on any energy that I'm receiving from them, and then we'll get into some messages about what they're here to communicate to you and pass on to you. So first off, we have number 14, caring connections. Okay. And then we also have heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Wow. Okay. So I'm getting a couple of different things here. So for some of you, this could very well be a passed on romantic connection that passed early, right? So this, it doesn't matter if it's male or female, but the energy is, this could be a passed on romantic connection. Or I'm also getting young feminine energy. Lots of feminine energy is also present here. So mother, sister, friend, yeah, not grandmother energy. It's more like a younger female's energy or a passed on romantic Connection. Yeah. I just heard some people on the bike path. So that's confirmation there. That's for sure the energies that are coming through with this pile. So take that how it resonates. I feel like we have two different camps here with this one. But what I am getting here is this passed on loved one is coming through to want to open up the heart space, right? With this love and let yourself be loved. I almost feel like their passing was very jarring for you. Jarring is the word that keeps, that they keep popping into my mind. So I feel like it was very jarring for you to deal with, very, very hard, traumatic for some of you. And so because of that, it was very something that allowed your heart space to close up was this big event, and it kind of caused your heart space to shut down, and you were like, well, this is way too tough, I'm way too sensitive for this, I'm feeling way too much, and so you just kind of closed yourself off. So what I'm getting from this is yeah, or it's so funny. I think my friend Leah, she is actually coming through in this pile as well, and that's wild. Um, but it's almost like for others of you, this passed on loved one is here to say, hey, look it, I've noticed that this is like a pattern in your life. Some of you could be kind of maybe more emotionally distant when it comes to other, romantic connections or whatever, maybe like a self-preservation type of thing coming in here, where you may not want to open yourself up to that type of romantic type of energy for whatever reason. And this passed on loved one is coming through to say like, hey, there's nothing to be, afraid of. There's nothing that bad that's going to happen here. Just allow yourself to kind of open up to that presence. And this could be for a couple of different things. Yes, romantic connections, but also friendships, right? I think through COVID, we're learning to be more self-sufficient, and we were kind of around people less, obviously, in person. And so it just caused a lot of us to maybe isolate a lot emotionally too. And so coming through that phase, I think that this passed on loved one is really trying to get you integrated into like a community again, community of friends, closer with your family for others of you. And then of course, being open to a romantic connection that is coming into your life. I'm hearing for some of you, they are already present in your life. You just need to receive and accept it. For others of you, this romantic connection is on its way in. And so this is the heart work that you need to do to be able to prepare and to receive that connection when it does make its way towards you, and make itself known to you. So that's just some initial stuff that I'm getting here with this passed on loved one. But yeah, for some of you, this was a passed on romantic connection, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, take that how it resonates. But again, very traumatizing, very much like they went before their time. And so it was very tough for you to kind of process through all of that. And it's almost kind of like this feeling of how can I ever let myself love again? How can I allow that to happen when I kind of lost my person, the love of my life? How can I ever receive that again if this is just so hard? And it's almost like this passed on loved one is coming through to say like, yes, what you guys had was very beautiful. It was so special. But at the same time, it's like they want you to be able to move on and find new love and new happiness and have someone new to share adventures with and to share laughs with. I'm seeing road trips. So a lot of you could have really enjoyed road trips. I'm getting that, especially just like traveling different places. I'm also seeing just like the moments that they're wanting you to find someone to enjoy the little moments with. You guys could be very sentimental people, my pile number one. And so you often, whether it's with romantic connections or friendships or family members, it's like you often kind of romanticize sharing the little moments with people of just getting coffee or, watching a movie together with popcorn, or looking over and seeing them smiling as you're at on a trip somewhere, right? And just these little moments, you being in your sweats and coming out onto the balcony and being able to just talk, right? It's like those little things that you just really enjoy and you really find special that keeps you connected with other people is what I'm hearing. Caring connections. So you both, I'm getting, were very sentimental people, you and this other person, whether or not it was a mother energy or it could have been a young friend, that was female or passed on romantic connection. Very much in any of these cases, the over theme is that you guys both were very sentimental people. very sensitive, both empathic, yeah, very much like into the whole kind of sharing your hearts with each other. Yeah, and I think that also might be why it kind of shut down your heart space, is because whoever this person was, they were very much a close connection for you. And so you guys did kind of bear your hearts to one another. You shared your hearts with each other, and having that person no longer be here, it's almost like, wow, I don't know if I'm able to really share myself to that depth with anybody else. I think that might be hard for me to do. I don't know if I can. I'm hearing for some of you, you guys are saying, I don't know if I can. And this passed on loved one is coming through to say, yes, you can, honey. Yes, you can. And I'm going to be here with you, and you'll still be able to share, special moments with me, but I want you to be able to have special, deep connections with other people in this lifetime too, not just me, but with other people as well. So that's definitely coming through. They're wanting you to have fulfillment, to have happiness, to have these moments of joy with those around you. And I'm getting really pulled to this rose here on her shoulder. And then she's holding flowers here too. So flowers could have been something very special between the two of you. Your person could have surprised you with flowers on anniversaries or birthdays. You could have really loved being in nature together and picking wildflowers. That's very specific confirmation for somebody. But I'm just hearing also that you're, it's like something about nature is coming through here, something about flowers being very, very significant to the both of you, very special to the both of you. So that is definitely coming through here. And it's almost like, it's like they're an angel in your life right now. I'm being pulled to her wings too. It's almost like this person is coming through to say, hey, like I'm like the angel on your shoulder is what I just heard. So it's almost like whenever you feel down or whenever you feel upset or whenever you just want someone special to share a moment with, it's like, hey, you don't have to look too far. Like, I'm here on your shoulder. I'm the angel by your side, and I'm here sharing every single moment with you, whether or not you can see me. I'm here and I'm experiencing it all with you. And they're watching out for you as well, but they just want to see you happy. Pile one, they know that you've been in this space of kind of being a little bit shut down, closed off. You haven't really let yourself feel the full extent of happiness since they've passed, is what I'm hearing. And they want you to be able to open back up to that energy again. They want you to be able to be in that receiving mode. Again, I keep hearing receive, receive, receive. It's like there's so many blessings that they're helping. This passed on loved one is helping to like line up for you. Almost like a domino effect I'm seeing is it's going to be like blessing, 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 blessing that they're like lining up for you to receive. But they're saying that it's almost like your heart space is closed off. And so because of that, your energy isn't in that receiving mode, and they can't give you these blessings with your energy being the way it is. So they're encouraging you, pile one, to be able to open your heart back up, to be able to take risks again. Really being vulnerable with people again, friendships, romantic connections, family members, the people around you in your life. They're saying they're meant to be your people, pile one, not just one or two people. You're meant to have like a community of people around you, a community of people that you're very close with and that you have very close, deep relationships with. And this spirit guide, this passed on loved one, I'm hearing that they are a spirit guide. They are an angel for you now that they've transitioned, but they want to help you cultivate these deeper relationships with your loved ones around you that are here in the 3D world, present in the here and now with you. So this passed on loved one is kind of heading up the charge for this to be able to help you open up that heart space again and receive all of these blessings coming your way. So that is just beautiful to open this up for pile number one. All right, so we're gonna get some tarot going here. Passed on loved one for pile number one. What are some messages that you have for pile number one? What are some messages that you have for pile number one, please? Messages for pile number one. Thank you. Yeah, we have 10 of Wands. Yeah, very difficult passing, dealing with this person. And it could have, and like I said, I am getting like a younger energy. So whether or not this is a passed on romantic connection or a feminine energy, even for the female energy, I'm getting that this is like, the moon. The moon is coming through here. It's a very younger feminine energy too. So like I said, sister, friend. For some of you, I am getting mother, but it's like a younger mother. It's like this person passed before their time. It's a younger energy that I'm getting here. This wasn't planned is what I heard. This wasn't supposed to happen this way is what I just heard. It wasn't planned. It was something that was unexpected. And because of that, like I said, I kept hearing jarring, like your higher selves keep telling you that word. It was just very like shell shocking for you. Something that you just completely kind of broke you down. Yeah. And it was like, it was too much. It was like, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And so it's like, okay, it hurts too much. I'll just shut this heart space down, kind of a thing. Two of Swords coming through here too. I recently did a spirit guide messages reading that I dropped a few days ago. There's definitely a pile in there for you. Pile number 1, I can't remember which pile it was, but I was talking about opening up the heart space in one of those piles in the spirit guide reading. So if this message resonates with you, this passed on loved one is coming through to say definitely watch that messages from your spirit guides, because they were coming through in one of those piles for you as well. Okay, you have some messages there too. So Two of Swords, yeah, you feel stuck, you feel trapped, you feel like you do want to open back up, but you're like, it hurts too much. And then we have the Star here coming through as well. Yeah, but you're meant for abundance. You're meant for this emotional fulfillment and this emotional closeness. We are gonna just cover her up. Gonna cover her up. I don't know YouTube's standards or guidelines about tarot card nudity, but just in case. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups here too. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then back, you know what they're wanting me to pull one more and then to do back of the deck energy. That's way too many. Messages from pile 1's passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile 1's passed on loved one. 2 more. Wow, this person is like not afraid to be like, nope, we're doing 2 more. They're funny. They I get like a very gentle, calming energy from this person, but they're firm at the same time. Does that make sense? They're very firm energy. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands here coming out, and then the Seven of Wands. Yep. And then back of the deck energy, we have Temperance. Yeah, what did I say? They're like the angel on your shoulder, pile 1. This passed on loved one is right there by your side. They are just feeding you so much light, so much love. They're really helping your emotional body right now with the 2 cups full of water that the angel is holding there. Very much like emotional work is being done here to help you. And yeah, I'm seeing water with the star, water with the moon, Knight of Cups. We have water there, and then the water that he's standing on in the center. Sorry about that, guys. I just did a whole nother 10 minutes worth on this tarot spread and really diving in deep. And I was like in the groove and in it. And then I realized that my phone said that it didn't have a lot of storage. And so it cut off the video. So I'm going to keep an eye on my phone from now on and just make sure that you guys get the end of this. Cause that was like, I've never had that happen before. So, anyway, so I was just saying that I'm seeing a lot of water energy. So this passed on loved one is really helping you in your emotional space, in your emotional body. And something else that I was getting that I had, I went into like way more detail. Let's see if it'll come back up. I trust that whatever is meant to come through will. But something else they were showing me is that you guys were very much like you were each other's people, you know, like you love to have deep, deep conversations about life and wanting to talk about, like, I'm hearing like, yeah, I earlier I did hear like dream build, and I'm hearing it again, like dream building together, like wanting to travel places together. This was the person where you could go over to their place, or you guys would be up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just talking about life and having those deep, beautiful conversations and talking about where you want to travel and what you want to do. It's almost like what I was hearing and still getting it right now is like your lives are right here in this place, but you're like, yeah, but 10, 15, 20 years down the road, like this is where we're going to be. And let's talk about that. And, let's talk about the wonders of the universe. And, just this person was your person. This person, you guys had such a depth and you guys were able to share your hearts with each other. And I think, Pile one, that's why it's tough for you, because you were like, look, this person was like my person. I shared my heart with them. I bared my heart to them. We had such a deep connection. Now that they're gone, I don't know that I can do that with another person. I don't know that I have that capacity. But what I was hearing, pile one, is that this passed on loved one is here to be able to strategically plant connections in your life for you, pile one. And these connections it could be friendships, they could be future romantic connections, they could just be deepened relationships with your family members. But these connections are being strategically placed or healed in your life right now, pile one, for you to be able to have a community of people around you, just like this pod of people around you that you have just as deep of a connection with, just as deep of a relationship with as you did this passed on person, this passed on loved one. And another kind of example that they brought to my mind that they're still bringing back to me. So I know it must be a specific confirmation for at least one of you, because they're bringing it on back. But originally I was like, no, I don't want to say it like that, because it sounds kind of just like really trivial the way that the example is, but they're saying to go for it. But it's like in a TV show or a book series or a movie where like your favorite main character dies, or it goes away or whatever. And then this new person, comes on the block, and you're like, who's this new kid on the block trying to get my attention, trying to, get me to like them, trying to work their way into my heart? Like, who is this person, this new character coming in? And you're just like really kind of still grieving that loss of that other main character. So you guys could have loved to read together. You could have loved to watch a lot of movies or TV shows together. I'm really getting that. Especially earlier, I saw an image of people watching movies with popcorn. So that could have definitely been something that you and your person really shared, was something like that. But it's like over time, you find that new character works their way into your heart, softens your heart up, and it's this beautiful kind of new love that you have for this new person, this new character in the book series or the TV show or the movie. And it's like, that's your life, pile one. It's like, yes, this was tough. Yes, this was hard. Yes, this was unbearable. Yeah, lots of Ten of Wands energy. It's very, very tough for you. And the moon, there was a lot of unanswered unanswered prayers is what I just heard, but a lot of answers that weren't given, because this person did pass on before their time, whether it was a past romantic connection, or like I said, I was getting young mother energy for some of you, sister, friend, but feminine energy in those cases. But what the common thread with all of this is this person did pass on younger, before their time for sure. And so there was just a lot of unseen things here, very unexpected, very tragic, in how it all happened and how it went down. And there was just a lot of pressure, a lot of heaviness from this, a lot of you not knowing what to do. Yeah, blindfolded, kind of feeling at a cross, like this was your cross to bear type of a thing. I don't know if I already said that in the video that I shot earlier, that before it cut off the video, but they're just telling me to say it to you again. You felt so weighed down by this person's passing, by them leaving this plane, because you were able to have that deep connection with them. You bared your heart to them. You had that close relationship with them. And it's like, how can I ever do that with someone else? I can't. It's like unbearable kind of an energy that I'm getting from a lot of you. And this person is coming here to say, like, they are the angel on your, I don't know if this came through in the first one, so you may be hearing me repeat this, but they're saying to say it again. They are your angel on your shoulder. They are there with you every single step of the way. But at the same time, it's like they're planting blessings in your life, blessing after blessing after blessing that they're wanting to plant in your life. But for that to happen, you need to be in a receiving energy. You have to open that heart space back up so that you can actually receive all of those beautiful relationships, fulfillment, blessings in your life that they're wanting to give you, that they're wanting to plant in your life. Okay, pile one, that's definitely something that I'm getting here. And yeah, you see with the Knight of Cups, he's holding out the cup in his hand, and it's like this is your passed on loved one here with the Temperance. They have the water and the cups, and they're wanting to give it to you in your cup that you're holding out there. But in order for you to receive it, you have to be able to stick out your hand. You have to be able to be willing. Pile one is what I keep hearing. You have to be willing, because it's almost like right now the door is shut, the door is closed. It's like their energy can't get through, because your energy is so stiff right now. It's so tough. It's not soft. It's not malleable for them to be able to work through through you, right? Pile one, that's what I'm getting here. But you are meant to have this deep abundance, this deep richness with the star coming through. You're meant to shine. You're meant to have, yeah, it's almost like this is you. This is your star. And then you see all of these other stars around them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 little stars around this bigger one. It's like those are your people. That's your community, pile one. Those are your people that you have these deep friendships, this, you know, romantic connection that comes into your life, these deepened connections with family members that have maybe been more surface level in the past or unhealed. These relationships are meant to be planted in your life and healed in your life, pile one, so that you have people around you with that you have relationships with just as deep as this person. And for some of you, I get the feeling that it's hard for you in general to be vulnerable and to open up to those around you and other people. So it's almost like this energy of like, it took a lot of strength, it took a lot of courage to be able to open up to the depths, to the level that you did with this passed on loved one. And you're like, I don't know how to do that again. Like, it was tough for me to do it once. Like, how am I supposed to do it again? What I'm hearing is all you have to do is be open enough to receive. These people will work their way into your life. They'll be the ones who kind of start the communication. They're going to be the ones to kind of get things going. With friendships or family member relationships or romantic connection. They're going to be the ones kind of doing all of the, not the work, but they're going to be the ones kind of not pushing either, but they're the ones getting the ball rolling is what I'm hearing. They're the ones getting the ball rolling. Your job is to just be open and to receive it, right? Because these blessings are from your passed on loved one that they're wanting to bring into your life. All of these gifts is what I'm hearing. It's like they're wanting to give you all of these gifts with these new connections, but you need to be able to just open up enough to receive it, pile one, okay? So, yeah, with the Queen of Wands there too. Again, a lot of fulfillment, and I'm drawn to the sunflower. So again, flowers are really coming up here strongly in this reading. And then in the Temperance card, we have the daffodils there in the background, if you can see that. So flowers are very significant to you, pile one. Like I said, nature could have been significant to you and your person, or flowers in general could have been something that you both love doing. I'm hearing you painting flowers for others of you. I'm hearing, again, flowers like as gifts between the both of you. Or you guys could have been big into like herbalism or like botany is what I'm hearing, gardening. So this could have been something special that you did with your person. Yeah, and I'm seeing the flowers here on the star. So definitely a lot of flower imagery, a lot of water coming through, healing the emotional body, healing the heart space, opening up the heart space to be able to receive this new love, these new connections coming into your life, these healed connections that are coming into your life and coming into fruition for you, pile one. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. Okay, beautiful. Alrighty, and so pile one's passed on loved one. Messages for pile one, please. Pile one's passed on loved one. Messages for pile one, please. Messages for pile. Thank you. We have 2 here. So we have number 32, create sacred space. Interesting. Yep, create sacred space. And then we also have number 34, feel. Yes. Yes, pile one. Yes, pile one. Feel. Exactly. That is exactly right. 100%. All right. Messages from pile one's passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile one's passed on loved ones, please. Pile one's passed on loved one. Messages from pile one's passed on loved one, please. Thank you. Yeah, we have 2 more here. Okay. We have number 19, make mistakes. Okay. And then we also have number 31, tap into primal power. And then back of the deck energy here, we have number 23, be present. Yeah, so pile one, there's this big, yeah, so part of what's going to help your heart space to open up is this energy of being present, of allowing yourself to really feel these energies, this hardness, like being able to allow yourself to feel grief. I've said it in another reading. I can't remember even what video it was at this point, but there was a pile where I was talking about how being able to feel your feelings in their full, the Ascended Masters reading. Thank you. It was in the Ascended Masters reading. There was a pile in there where I was saying the biggest form of self-love is being able to feel your emotions to the fullest. It's very validating for yourself. It's very healing for yourself because you're not trying to push those feelings down. You're not trying to deny that they're there in the first place. You're being able to allow yourself to feel those feelings to their fullest. And that's showing yourself love. That's showing yourself compassion. And more importantly, it's allowing yourself to be able to work through that unbearable, tough, heavy energy so that you can properly heal it, right? And then you can move through it. And is it still going to hurt, even years down the line? Yes. Loss is never easy. Grief is never easy, right? But at least you're able to heal that hurt, that pain, and it doesn't get stagnant. It doesn't manifest into unhealthy energy in your life and make you sick physically or emotionally. Okay, pile one. So being present with yourself and being able to feel your emotions to their fullest, that's definitely a message that is coming through from your passed on loved one here, that they want you to be able to sit with this energy, even though it's very tough and it's hard energy to be able to sit with. It's like whenever you feel the need to cry, for example, yeah, I'm getting confirmation cracks from my light up here above, but it's like whenever you feel the need to cry, don't push it down. Don't say, oh no, I can't. Like, maybe you are in public and so you do have to wait until you get home, but later on that night, make a point of listening to some music that really gets you in that kind of heartfelt space and will trigger you, but at least you're triggered in a safe space so you can work through that emotion. Because if it was coming up, it's apparent that energy needs to be released. That's your body, your spirit's way of saying this is stagnant, unhealthy energy that we need to release, right? And so it's being able to, through music or through looking through pictures, triggering yourself, but in a sacred, safe space, calling in your spirit guides, calling in your passed on loved one to be able to help you through that energy in a safe place, in a safe way. Okay, pile one. So that's something else that your passed on loved one is wanting you to do, to be able to work through that energy. Okay. Yeah, what did I say? So create a sacred space. Exactly. So it's being able to create that sacred space around you so that you can be able to work through this energy in a safe manner, in a safe way. I'm also hearing that your passed on loved one is really wanting you to be able to just kind of meditate a little bit more, but also journaling, just getting in touch with your feelings in general, pile one. I do feel like you guys do have a tendency, like me, I was definitely this way as well, where I didn't really want to feel my emotions and I wasn't really big on wanting to do that. I was kind of the person who was like, no, it's uncomfortable to go there. And so instead, like, I'm not going to journal. I'm not really going to meditate. I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to tell myself it's not a big deal, and it's not as big of a deal as I think it might be. And I'm just going to move on. Right. But the problem with that is we never really deal with the core issues. And so then that hurt energy manifests itself in other areas of our life and other relationships. Right. And then that's when we start seeing kind of bigger problems happening from these shutdown energy systems that we haven't worked through these shutdown emotions that we haven't properly had a chance to allow ourselves to, again, work through, to go through, to experience, to feel. And yeah, it's almost like there is this energy here with make mistakes and tap into your primal power. It's like there's this play it safe energy. It's almost like because of this person's passing, it's almost, I'm hearing Kelly Clarkson's song, because of you, I never strayed too far from the sidewalk. Because of you, I learned to play on the safe side so I don't get hurt. Yeah, that's coming through here. So this person passing could have made you really feel like, okay, it's no longer safe to take risks. Like it's no longer safe to kind of be happy anymore. I just heard it's not safe to feel happy. And so it's like you just let yourself shut down, and it's like you're playing it safe in life, pile one. You're not letting yourself feel this joy, this fulfillment, this abundance like you should be feeling, pile one, like your passed on loved one wants you to feel, pile one. And so it's like, yeah, make mistakes, be messy is what I just heard. Color outside the lines, like life is meant to be. Yeah. And do you see how they're dancing on the edge of this cliff here? I personally am afraid of heights. So this kind of gives me like my palms are lightly sweating even as I'm looking at this image, no lie. But it's almost like that's what your passed on loved one is wanting you to do emotionally. It's like, don't be afraid to kind of let yourself go and to take risks. Yeah, it's like Celine Dion's song. What do you say to taking chances? What do you say to jumping off the edge? Never knowing if there's solid ground below or a hand to hold. Or hell to pay, but what do you say? What do you say in taking chances? That's what your passed on loved one wants you to do, is to jump off the edge, to leap. Yeah, I'm getting so many chills, pile one. They want you to have these beautiful relationships, this beautiful romantic connection, these beautiful friendships, to be able to make you feel solid, whole, like there is this... they want you to feel like there's a solid ground below you, like you do feel secure, you do feel stable, but at the same time, for you to know that there is that security. And so there's room to play, is what they're saying. There's room for you to be able to jump off the edge and soar, fly high is what I just heard. So being able to soar, yeah, I'm hearing Nelly Furtado's like, I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my soul is. But I'm like a bird, I only fly away. It's like being able to just be free and to soar instead of playing it small, playing it safe, right? Pile one. So it's like, yeah, tap into the primal energy, tap into this power, pile one, tap into this beautiful, like adventure energy again. Adventure is out there is what I just heard. So the movie Up, Pixar's Up, could have messages. Yeah. Watch that movie, pile one. Pixar's Up has specific messages that your passed on loved one wants to communicate to you. And intuitively, you'll know it as you're watching the movie, what parts are from your passed on loved one. But that, I'm getting so many chills. Yeah, that's a movie they want you to watch. So lots of messages coming through here. This is beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Messages from pile one's passed on loved ones, please. Message from pile one's passed on loved ones, please. Messages from pile one's passed on loved ones, please. Messages from pile one's passed on loved ones. Thank you. Yeah. 36, inner child, hear and know me. There could be some inner child work that needs to be done here as well. This could have caused, like I was feeling before, it's like you're feeling like you're unsafe, like you need to play it safe, because suddenly it's like it's almost like you're interpreting this as like you went too far, you were too vulnerable, you let your heart get too involved or enmeshed with another person, and now they're gone, and so it's no longer safe to go there again. It's almost like this is, there could be trigger warning, some abandonment wounds from your childhood, and this person's passing could have triggered a lot of that for you, pile one, and so it's almost like you're reliving these childhood traumas all over again. So there could be a need here where your passed on loved one is saying, hey, do some inner child work. And this passed on loved one is working with the angels to be able to help you with this inner child work as well. So just know, whenever you do your inner child work, go ahead and call in this passed on loved one and call in your angels, your guardian angel, your archangels that you work with in your healing shadow work. And they're going to be able to help you very, very quickly heal this energy, is what I'm hearing. They're going to be able to help you very easily heal that energy inside of you, pile one, so that you can be able to receive these new connections and these new blessings that your passed on loved one is wanting to help you receive and gift you. Okay. Very, very clear message coming through there. Very specific confirmation for some of you coming through there. Okay. Too many. Okay, no, they just, again, your passed on loved one's very adamant. They were just like, nope, it's not too many. You're going to take them. And I was like, okay. So 27, let's see. We have Metatron's Rainbow Bridge, always open. Yeah, the angels. So that's a specific confirmation they're saying of the, I just heard a click from my light too. That's so funny. Yeah, so the angels are for sure working with you guys right now on this inner child healing work, on opening up the heart space. The angels in your passed on loved one are like this. I just heard like peanut butter and jelly, like peanut butter and jelly. So again, specific confirmation for someone. I don't know if you used to like pack PB&Js when you did picnics or hikes or whatever, but that's coming through there. And then number 46, we have authentic self. Who are you? Yeah, and being able to let yourself be seen tapping into this beautiful energy of like, here I am, I'm here to be seen, I'm here to take chances, I'm here to take risks, I'm opening up my heart again, I'm being vulnerable, I'm letting my sensitive self show, because the world is a safe place is what I just heard. That's a very helpful affirmation that your passed on loved one wants you to say to yourself, pile one. The world is a safe place and I am safe. Okay, a lot of root chakra healing here as well, especially with the inner child. So I'm not surprised. And seeing the red there in her shawl, yes, heart space, but also root chakra healing is coming through there too. Okay. And then we have number 23, duality. Balance is needed. Yeah. There's this balance needed of being able to sit with the dark, right? But also understand its purpose and its place for being there, but allowing the light to shine in. It's almost like you've been sitting in the dark for way too long, pile one. I'm seeing someone kind of hunched over with their knees pulled up to their chest, and they're hunched over and they're sitting in this dark room. And it's almost like your passed on loved one is like, hey, let's open up the door. Let's open up the blinds. Let's let this light shine through. Yeah. Okay. There's this musical called Next to Normal, and Next to Normal could have some messages in there for you as well. I love that musical. So beautiful. It's a contemporary musical, but at the end of the play or the musical, there's this song, and I can't remember the name of the song, but it's basically saying like, we need some light. First of all, we need some light. Open up the doors, something I don't even know, but it's talking about them being in pain, them being hurt, but then recognizing the need to be able to let light in, to let joy in, to let this beautiful peace in. Peace is what I'm hearing now too. So yes, that's definitely another something else that your spirit guide wants you to do. Your passed on loved one is listen to that soundtrack. Next to Normal is what it's called. But and letting your authentic self be seen. Letting yourself be seen for who you are, and not being afraid to open up again to life is what I just heard. Not being afraid to open up to life again. Okay. So one final message for from pile one's passed on loved one, please. One final message from pile one's passed on loved one. Thank you. Yeah, we have success here with this energy coming through. Beautiful. We have, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. Yes, pile one. Oh, that's a beautiful way to end this reading. For sure. They are wanting to show you that success is near, emotional fulfillment, being whole, feeling yourself again. Yeah, I just heard I want to feel like myself again. That is coming through here, pile one. And again, I did a messages from spirit guides. I can't remember if it got cut off in the first part of the video or not, but there's a pile in there. I think it's pile 3 for messages from your spirit guides that if this resonated with you, your passed on loved one wants you to watch that reading. It's very much applicable to what you're going through here right now, pile one. Okay, but they're wanting to bring in a lot of fulfillment, a lot of success for you emotionally, with your connections, with your relationships, right? So that you feel happy, whole, healthy again. And that's just beautiful, right? That's all we could ever ask for from our passed on loved ones, is being able to gift us with that beautiful wholeness, right? So pile one, beautiful. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your passed on loved ones energy. It's been such an honor to be able to do this reading for you, hopefully help in some way. If you liked it, go ahead and like and subscribe to see more readings like this. I love you so much, pile one, and I will see you in the next reading. All right, hello, my beautiful pile number 2s. So if you chose this beautiful, this beautiful red jasper, then this is for sure going to be your reading. Love this piece. So let's go ahead and take a look at who your passed on loved one is that's coming through, get to know their energy, do a little check in there, and then we'll take a look at some messages that this passed on loved one wants to come through and communicate to you at this time, okay? So we have number 9, we have broken heart, okay? And then we also have guardian angel, you are not alone, coming through here as well. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of different things here off the bat. I'm definitely getting male energy that is coming through here. I'm feeling father, grandfather kind of energy coming through. I'm also hearing that you guys had a very tough relationship while this person was alive here on Earth. There was little to no resolution when this person did pass away. And yeah, getting confirmation chills there. Yeah, so very much kind of like there was unfinished business left when this person passed. And I'm getting that it could have been where it's almost like you wanted this like healthy relationship with this other person, with this male kind of family member that I'm getting for a lot of you, but like this father grandfather energy keeps coming through, but it's almost like you guys were never able to get there in this 3D realm, in this 3D space, and so it's almost like you wanted this happy family type of energy, but you were never able to get it. There could have been financial problems, I'm hearing, that could have affected this relationship too. Some sort of like hardship there, even on your side or maybe on their side, or growing up. This was something where it's like there was never enough money to go around. And so it's like you grew up in a family like this, and that somehow affected the quality of your relationship is what I'm hearing. So it could have been that someone owed someone else money. More than likely they owed you money, or something like that. Like there was some sort of like this person wasn't really mature enough sometimes to be able to understand how their actions were affecting you, and it hurt you more than they really realized, and that really upset you. Pile 2 is what I'm getting. So what I am getting from this, though, this is really powerful, because this person, this passed on loved one, is actually coming through here to let you know that they are now your guardian angel. So they are working closely with you on your journey right now, Pile 2. And yeah, I'm hearing, I just heard Henry. I also heard Daryl or Dell. Take that how it resonates. I don't know why I'm getting names. I never really get specific names, but I'm also getting like cedar, like the smell of cedar or the smell of wood. That could have been something important to you. Maybe you guys liked to camp a lot, or be in the outdoors a lot, but I'm just hearing that was kind of a connection that you guys kind of shared. So for some of you, woodworking is coming through. That's a very specific confirmation, but that is confirmation for maybe 1 or 2 of you. Woodworking is coming through. I'm also hearing yeah, like fireside. I'm seeing like a fire. I'm seeing ground, and it's almost like someone's sharing a story, or someone is like, you guys are listening to music and you're a child, and it's like I'm from your perspective as a child, and it's like I'm sitting on the floor looking at the fire. It's to my left, the person is to my right, the passed on loved one, and it's like you guys are listening to music, or it's like there's a story being shared somehow. Military could have been in this person's past, and so it's almost like that. Those were some of the few moments that you remember having of, like, you know, holidays or whatever, where it's like those are some of the few good memories that you remember with this person, this passed on loved one. You don't have many good memories with this person, I'm hearing, Pile 2, but those are some of the better ones, are those moments with them. But yeah, wood, the smell of wood is coming through. I'm also I'm hearing tobacco as well. So again, some of these could have been passed on loved ones that were in the military, and so they like to chew tobacco, or they like to smoke it somehow. So something about tobacco is coming through. Yeah, so anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't know why those came through, but maybe for some of you, you needed those specific confirmations, just to know that this was your passed on loved one coming through. But what I am getting here is that they are your guardian angel. They're helping you on your journey right now. And for a lot of you, you're on this journey of like going to the next level. You're going to this space where it's like you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to make something happen in your life. You're working to be able to do something or accomplish something right now. And it's like this passed on loved one's coming through to say like, hey, I'm actually helping you as you're trying to get this new thing in your life off the ground and running. I'm hearing for some of you, you're trying to start a business. This passed on loved one is helping you get your business off the ground. For others of you, I'm hearing that you're wanting to manifest financial success or a promotion in your job. For some of you, there's something about you trying to like get to this next level in your life and trying to be on this, you're on this journey of like getting this abundance, getting this manifestation in your life. And this passed on loved one is coming through to say, hey, I'm actually one of your core like spirit team members here to help you with this. And I'm by your side. And it's like, they're coming to me and it's like, they're making me feel like such this big hearted energy. Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like in the 3D world, you had this broken hearted energy whenever you would think of this person. You had tears whenever you would think about this, and how when they passed on, it's like you'd never felt this resolution with this person, and it made you very sad. Pile two, but it's like now when they've passed on, they're making me feel this whole complete big hearted energy. I just got a confirmation. There was a crow that was cawing out my window as I said that. So very specific confirmation for a lot of you I'm hearing, but they're coming through with this whole peaceful, big-hearted energy to be like, this is how their higher self is so beautiful. Their higher self has such big, beautiful, loving energy. And that's how they're coming to you in this lifetime right now, is with this beautiful, big-hearted energy, very healing energy that they're coming into your life with at this time. And they're here to help you on this journey to your abundance and getting to where you want to go in life, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and it's almost like they're helping you be able to see things from a different perspective. They're pulling me to that eye right there. So it's like they're able to help you see things from a different perspective, to be able to view your circumstances not as obstacles, but as opportunities, is what I just heard. So that's a very big perspective shift that they're working on with you right now. Pile two is seeing your obstacles instead of viewing them as that, viewing them as opportunities. Okay. What else am I getting? Birds could have been very, very specific to your relationship too. Like bird watching, or maybe you guys had, I'm seeing like some sort of memorabilia with a bird on it. Like I'm seeing, those little wooden plaques that hold like the flags that are folded into like triangles, or the wooden plaques that hold like a book of some sort, or I'm seeing like a desk with some sort of wooden plaque and there's like a bird on it of some sort, like an eagle maybe, but birds are coming through. I'm seeing that plaque with a bird on it. I'm hearing bird watching, or just went maybe, camping is coming up again. So maybe you guys used to sit and look at like the lake. Maybe you guys camped near a body of water, like a lake or a river, and you guys would just kind of sit there early mornings, or he would by himself maybe, and just watch the birds, watch the nature happening and going on. This person had a very quiet energy when they were here in this lifetime, like almost like it's almost like it was hard for you to emotionally connect to them. Pile two, it's like it was hard for you to be able to make that emotional connection with them in this lifetime, because they were so almost stoic. It's almost like they had been through their own trauma. Your past on loved one is coming through and saying that they had been through their own trauma prior to you being born, is what I heard. And so it's almost like their past trauma, seeing you grow up sometimes would trigger their trauma, and it was never any fault of your own, but because of that, it was hard for them to be able to connect to not just you, but to other people in general, is what I'm hearing. It was hard for them to be able to show emotion, for them to be able to connect to others, and that was not something I'm getting so many confirmation chills with them. It's not something that they did easily, is what I just heard. Okay. But this past unloved one now is like the exact opposite in spirit form. Like I said, very big-hearted energy, very much like, it's almost like I feel like a warm hug. It's like this person could have been very kind of tall, or like maybe like I'm just getting this, their energy is big, and it's like it's like they're bear hugging you is what I just heard. I heard bear hug. So that could be a specific confirmation for one or two of you. But it's like they're wrapping their arms around you, and there's this big, bold, fierce love, heart-based energy coming through, and they're just wrapping you, enveloping you in this big energy, warm love type of energy. It's beautiful. And they're helping you right now in this new phase of your life in, getting stability in your life financially, or, this manifestation that you're working on bringing into the 3D. They're helping you with that right now. Okay. So, alrighty, messages from pile 2's passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile 2's passed. Oh no. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one, please. I just did not intend for that to happen, but it just, I don't know what that was, but it popped out. And they're telling me to take it. So we have Ace of Wands here coming through, which I'm not surprised. They're definitely helping me, like I said, with this big manifestation happening right now. Did you want me to take that? What is that? That wasn't even like, this person's energy is very calm, pile 2. So it's like, it's a very kind of soothing energy, but like a very big, warm-hearted energy at the same time. But it's like the cards are very much like, it's almost like they're being placed out. Usually they'll flip out, or they'll fly out, or they'll do a sudden like double take where it's like a card will flip up suddenly and it makes a big noise. These ones are just kind of like softly coming out, which I think is so interesting. Yeah, 8 of Wands, very much action-orientated energy coming through there. I'm gonna turn up my light a little bit. It's getting a bit darker outside, just so it shows up better on camera for you guys. Okay, messages from pile 2's passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one. Ooh, there we go. That just kind of came out. That's what I'm used to. Yeah, it's almost like they were playing a game with me. They're like, oh, this is how you're used to them coming out? Okay. So they have a sense of humor now that they're on the other side as well. They could have had a sense of humor in the 3D world is what they're telling me, but it didn't come through as much because they were very emotionally distant is what I just heard for a lot of you. So we have 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, something about like financial like lack is coming through here. Like you guys could have grown up in financial constraints, or it's like they could have owed you money, or something about that is coming through here. But yeah, now we have the 9 of Cups coming through as well. So it's almost like there's this like lack energy contrasted by this abundant, rich energy that they're trying to help heal for you. It's almost like what they couldn't give you in the 3D world, or what maybe was inherited to you through the family. It's like they're trying to help you break that generational pattern, and they're trying to give you this rich abundance. Like they couldn't give that to you in the earthly plane, but they're trying to give that to you now that they're in spirit. Does that make sense? And then we also have the 5 of Wands coming through here. Interesting. We'll do one more. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one, please. Ooh, almost. See, that's kind of energy that I'm used to. Yeah, they're playing a game with me again. It's like they have such a sense of humor in spirit form. Pile 2, it's like, oh, you're used to like that type of like thing happening with your cards. Okay, got it. So they're making it, they have such a light, big-hearted energy now that they're in spirit form, pile 1. Ah, thank you. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor's coming through. Beautiful. Love that. And then we also have the 4 of Swords coming through. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they want to give you this rich, abundant Nine of Cups energy with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands coming through. It's like they're trying to help you see that you're meant for so much more. Yeah, I just heard the song. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? That's coming through here too. So it's almost like your passed on loved one knows that you're meant for this rich abundance, knows that you're meant for this beautiful manifestation to happen in your life. But it's like maybe yeah, for a lot of you, you don't feel worthy. It's like there's this gap between what you want and how you feel about yourself fundamentally. And it's almost like it's because of this Five of Pentacles energy that you grew up in. It's like a lot of you may have grown up in very poor circumstances, not having a lot of money growing up. And so that played into a lot of how you view yourself or your self-identity now that you're grown up and you're an adult. And so I'm hearing that this passed on loved one is helping you and carefully helping you as a guardian angel get your abundance from the other side. It's like they're crafting this energy for you to step into. It's like they're getting, I'm almost seeing like this grid, this energy grid. And it's kind of like this background here. It's like this energy grid of abundance, of happiness that they're getting ready for you to step into. But it's like they're preparing it for you, pile two. And it's like this Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands energy of manifesting exactly what you're wanting, manifesting your perfect dream life, how you want that to happen. And this Eight of Wands energy coming through here too. It's like they're wanting it to happen quickly for you. They're wanting it to happen very fast for you. They're wanting this big abundance along with this Emperor energy. It's like they're wanting this beautiful action energy to happen quickly for you so that you get your abundance. And it's like, yeah, they're pulling me toward this castle. The castle there in the background, it's like that's where you as the emperor are going to live, regardless of whether you identify as male or female. It's like you're stepping into this masterful energy. And through this passed on loved one, they're giving you this beautiful energy to step into where you do feel like you're in control of your own future. I just heard I am the master of my own, universe. I am the master. I am the master is what I just heard. And it's almost like being able to put like this old form of you to rest. And that's what your passed on loved one is wanting to help you do, is they're wanting you to kind of move. Yeah. And then the sun was right underneath that. Oh, beautiful. Yes, pile two. They're wanting you to move past this old way of how you see yourself, of being fundamentally unworthy, of feeling like you're not good enough, of feeling like you're not enough in general. Yeah, it's like they're wanting to show you that you are meant for this Ace of Wands, this sun energy. This is you, okay? They're wanting you to step into that moving forward because you're meant for very, very big things. I'm hearing the Harry Potter line. Oh my gosh, I need to watch Harry Potter. And Harry Potter's coming through as a specific confirmation for a couple of you. So take that how it resonates. But I was just thinking that I need to watch Harry Potter. I've been telling myself to watch it for like the last couple of months and I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's almost like that quote from Harry Potter where it's like, I expect to see big things from you, Mr. Potter. That's kind of I just got so many chills. Your passed on loved one is showing you like, hey, you're meant for so much, kid. Yeah, kid is a specific confirmation for a couple of you. You're meant for so much, kid, is what I just heard. And they're coming through to say, you deserve this. You grew up in this, and this is how you see yourself. And there could have been a lot of upset in the home life when you were kids too, with this Five of Wands energy. Very much a lot of fighting, a lot of like you guys grew up in very kind of financial constraining families, like poor families. There was a lot of upset, there weren't very many happy times that you remember with your family as a kid is what I'm hearing, pile two. There was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of people just not being nice to each other. There was a lot of stealing is what I'm hearing, but just like unrest in some form or fashion. And for others of you, it could be on a lesser degree. It could be more the emotional side of it, of just, feeling like the people around you never really kind of quite got along, and there was always some tension in the air is what I'm hearing, and there was always just things were never fitting quite right when all of you got together, or just in general, like your family could not be very close is what I'm hearing for others of you. So that often put you in a very kind of like stressful, tense energy, and growing up kind of in this this financially constraining environment, it made you fundamentally, as you got older, have your self-image be a little bit kind of lowered or dimmed because of that, where it's like suddenly you took on your circumstances as your self-identity, is what I just heard. So this passed on loved one is trying to actually break you out of that karmic pattern, is what I just heard. So this has been going in your family for generations, generations upon generations upon generations, is this feeling of lack, is this feeling of not enough, this lack mentality, and not being able to have enough emotionally, not being able to have enough financially. It's like, yeah, this passed on loved one wasn't able to show emotions. And I'm feeling like your family in general had very hard times, like emotionally sharing that closeness, that emotional closeness with other people. And financially, it was like that same kind of lackful energy of never having enough. And it's like these lack emotions and emotional distance and not having enough money. These are all generational patterns that it's like your passed on loved one is wanting to come through and help you break, pile two. And it's like you already have the seed of it in your heart. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing you already have the seed of it in your heart. You're already wanting to break these patterns. You're on this journey, is what I just heard. You're on this quest towards getting what's yours, is what I just heard. And you've already started the journey, but it's like, yeah, it's almost like your passed on loved one is trying to help you like turbocharge the energy. I'm seeing Back to the Future. That's a specific confirmation for someone. I'm seeing like the Back to the Future car where it's like, and go, like blast off or whatever. And it's like they go and they see the fire. I don't know if there's fire in back of the car, but you know how the car goes really fast? That's what they're showing me. It's like they're turbocharging your journey to be able to help you get where you want to go a lot faster. And they're helping your results as well. They're helping to 10x your results, is what I just heard. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming through there. Love that. Okay, so messages from pile twos passed on loved one, please. Messages from pile twos passed on loved one. Messages from pile twos passed on loved one, please. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have number 13, improvise. Interesting. I just heard fake it till you make it. So a lot of you, like I said, you don't feel worthy. You don't feel enough. You feel like, who am I to want this? Or who am I to have, this type of abundance? But it's almost like they're saying, yeah, fake it till you make it. Improvise. Do what you have with what you know. Right? Start with what you have and start where you are, pile two. That's the advice from your passed on loved one. Improvise, fake it till you make it. And eventually you're just going to become that person, right? The more that you actually behave that way. It's like, what would this abundant version of you, whatever you're trying to manifest, pile two, ask yourself, what would abundant person, what would the me who has all of this that I want to manifest, what would that me do right now? What would that me do in this day, in this moment? How would that me make this current decision? And then you start acting your way into that type of thinking. And then soon enough, you become that way, right? And that's exactly how these patterns were developed in the first place, is they were abundant people who made decisions based on fear, right? I'm hearing fear a lot. I'm hearing pride. I'm hearing ego. They were just abundant souls, abundant people who made decisions based off of those emotions, those fearful, lackful emotions. Suddenly they became patterns in your family. And then eventually they grew into being everyone's identity. And you've taken that on, pile two, but it's like, no more. You're breaking that. You are breaking that, is what I'm hearing. Break every chain is what just came through for somebody. So 10, we also have be fluid here as well. Yeah, go with the flow. I just heard just keep swimming from Finding Nemo. So Finding Nemo could have specific messages in there for you, pile two. I heard just keep swimming there. And then, 35, summon the rain. I just heard rainmaker. Yeah, you guys are meant to be rainmakers, manifestors. You guys are meant to be super, super abundant, pile two, okay? And then we also have number 41, notice the pattern. Exactly. Notice how you're thinking, pile two. Notice how you're thinking. be observant of what you're telling yourself, because the first step to changing that energy is being aware of what's taking place in your mind and your emotions in the first place. And then once you're aware of it, you can make changes, you can make adjustments, you can pivot based off of that. But you're meant to be in this rainmaker type of energy. You're meant to be this abundant person, but it's like, yeah, you fake it till you make it. And this is, again, what did I say before? It's like your passed on loved one is creating this grid of energy for you, this grid of abundance, this grid of manifestation that they're like crafting for you to step into, which is super fascinating. And if you think about it, everything is energy. So it's almost like they're painting a masterpiece for it to become your reality, is what I just heard. Okay, yeah. Your past on loved one is showing me, it's almost like, have you ever seen those fantasy TV shows where it's like they paint a painting and then suddenly the character steps through the painting and that suddenly is the reality they're stepping into? It's like, that's what they're showing me. Your past on loved one is like toiling away at this canvas, painting this reality for you, painting this beautiful picture of what your reality is going to be. And it's almost like you then, all you need to do is just step through it. All you just need to do is put one foot in front of the other, do what you need to do in the 3D, but they're gonna help you step into that new reality. But you do need to go with the flow. You need to be a little bit mindful, of what you're telling yourself, and not telling yourself self-defeating your thoughts, not feeding yourself with doubt, but instead feeding yourself with encouragement, with self-love, with like, yeah, I can do this. I got this. Being aware of keeping yourself in that higher vibration through thinking good thoughts, through being in that powerful, like those good emotions, instead of feeling lackful. Because feeling lackful is very quickly how you're going to be going back to these spaces. And that's exactly where your past on loved one is helping you get out of, right? And so you need to be aware then of what you're feeling, of what you're thinking, of the story you're telling yourself. We're all playing out the stories we're telling ourselves, pile two. And your past on loved one is telling you that you need to tell yourself a new story. Tell yourself a new story is what I just heard. Okay. Then we also have number 6. We have love, relationships, and harmony. Yeah. So your past on loved one wants to heal not only your relationship with them now that they've passed on, because they are reaching out to say that they want a healed relationship with you right now. And so that can be something that you can meditate on and know that they're there by your side, helping you through this. But they're also wanting to heal your relationships here in the 3D. And it's almost like that's part of the beautiful masterpiece that they're crafting for you. It's like this financial abundance, but also, like I said, there are 2 generational patterns that have been going through your family pile too. It's the emotional side as well, not just the financial side. So it's like they're calling me in to remind me to tell you that yes, the finances, they're taking care of that for you and having you be abundant with that, and stable and secure with all of that. But also they're wanting to bring in these beautiful, abundant, harmonious relationships for you and your family and your friendships. Romantically is what I just heard for some of you. So that's for sure another helping hand from your passed on loved one. Yeah. Okay. Nope, too many. Messages from pile 2's passed on loved one. Thank you. So we have number 29. We have blue, Madonna, and mothering. Interesting. Love that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so whether or not you identify with being male or female, they're wanting to bring in this feminine energy for you too, pile 2. They're wanting to bring in this beautiful feminine energy. This is a male energy that I am feeling coming through here, but they're wanting this beautiful mothering, nurturing energy to come through and help you, potentially help heal your inner child also is what I'm hearing, because for a lot of you, these core patterns really started out in childhood for a lot of you guys. So being able to embrace this divine feminine energy to work through you and do some meditations and visualize this beautiful divine mothering energy to come through you and to help heal you. Again, whether or not you identify as male or female, because what they're saying is you're operating a lot out of your masculine energy right now, and you need to balance that masculine energy out with a bit of feminine energy is what I'm hearing, okay? So that is definitely coming through for a lot of you as well. Then we have number 21. We have indigo, Mystery and mastery of life. Yeah, exactly. Being able to look at the world with a sense of childlike wonder. And I think it's funny that both of these cards have this big, huge star here. And it's almost like this child here is looking at this star over here. But it's almost like they're telling you, just look up at the night sky, and I'm right there. Yeah, I'm there in the stars. Do you see the stars in the background there too? There's stars present there that you can see in the background. So this passed on loved one is like, just look up at the stars, and I'm in one of those watching over you every single day, every second of the day. They just said, yeah, we have lots of sky energy here too, and sky energy there as well. So yeah, they're definitely watching out for you from above in the stars, and just look up at the night sky and you'll be able to feel their energy. For some of you, you could identify as being star seeds as well. And so that passed on loved one is bringing through that specific confirmation through as well for you. That's why you also feel such a connection to the night sky, is because you are star seeds, and you have had lifetimes in other solar systems and other galaxies, in times and spaces. And so that passed on loved one is bringing through that confirmation for you. And we also have number 12, Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. Yeah, okay, interesting. So for some of you, this is direct confirmation coming through that you have the permission and the ability, not really permission, I don't want to say it like that, because everybody, it's kind of like the public library is what your passed on loved one just said. The Akashic Records is like the public library of the universe. So it's almost like anyone who's attuned to it, who has a library card, can kind of go in and check out, you know, the history of the world, of time, and every sort of realm that there is in existence. But it's like, especially here, they're pulling you to, and I don't know if any of you are spiritually attuned. I'm not really getting a message one way or another if you are kind of opening up to your spiritual gifts or abilities at this time, but I am hearing that in past lives you have read the Akashic Records, and you, when you meditate, if you do put forth that intention, because intention is very powerful, you'll be able to tap into not only your past lifetimes, but you'll be able to tap into this immense knowledge of different realms, of different dimensions. And again, you guys are star seeds. So this is coming through as direct confirmation that your passed on loved one is showing you that you, yeah, it's almost like they're wanting to say, it's like, remember who you are, young one, is what I just heard. Remember who you are, young one. So it's like you tapping into the Akashic Records, into your past lives. It's like you're able to see yourself living out these abundant timelines in the past. I say past because they're really, time is now, but we see it as the past. But it's like you being able to tap into these timelines, these past lives of you being abundant, of you being powerful, of you being in your own self-mastery. And it's like, yeah, having this mastery of life, but also having this mastery that you recognize in yourself, so that you see like, wow, I'm such like a badass, like I got this type of a thing, is what's coming through. And yeah, it's almost like jogging your memory when you're able to meditate on the Akashic Records and pull up your own Akashic Records, being like, wow, I did that. I was that person. I was that energy. Like I was that leader, you know, I was that great warrior. Oh my gosh. And so it just reminds you of who you are, of what your soul really truly is capable of, and who you are at a soul level. Pile 2. That's what your passed on loved one wants you to be able to tap into, is remembering who you are, so that you can feel worthy of this abundance that they're currently bringing into your life. Okay, very, very powerful direct message coming through there for a lot of you. Okay, all right, so pile 2's passed on loved one. Final message for pile 2, please. Okay, yeah, okay, here we go. Attention. And then we have this beautiful purple energy. In case you visualize in your meditations like me, I visualize energies a lot, and so this helps me in my meditations. So we have attention here. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Yeah, what did I say before? It's being aware of the thoughts that you think. Pile 2, it's being aware of what you tell yourself, of what you are able to the story again that you tell yourself. It's being aware of those emotions, of those thoughts, of those feelings, because those manifest, exactly, those manifest within your energy body. And whenever you're in that lackful mindset, whenever you're in that mindset of feeling like you're not enough, you're vibing at a lower frequency. And so that abundant, rich energy of what you're trying to manifest can't be attracted towards you because you're on different frequencies, you're on different levels, right? So it's harder for that energy to come through and be attracted to you when it's like you're almost pushing it away and calling. It's like you're asking by having negative thoughts, you're asking the universe to bring you more negative thoughts, because the universe doesn't know good from bad. It only knows to bring you the energy that you put out, right? And so it mirrors that energy that you put out into the universe. So by having these good thoughts, these pure thoughts, by being able to have yourself be in this rich, high vibing energy, and aware of those thoughts that you do think, you're able to call in this abundance much quicker. And then this passed on loved one is coming through to help you fast track that abundance much faster as well. So beautiful. Pile 2, it's been such an honor to tap into your passed on loved one's energy. It's been such an honor to be able to hopefully help you in some way through this reading. Do like and subscribe to see more readings like this. I love you so, so, so much, and I will see you in the next video. All right, hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So if you chose this beautiful hematite, then this is for sure going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and take a look at the archetype of who your passed on loved one coming through is, get some initial energy check-ins there, and then we'll move on to some messages that your passed on loved one wants to communicate to you. And then that's how we'll kind of flow through this. So you actually got 2 of these energy cards as well. So the first one is Woman Holding a Heart, number 44. And then the second energy card you actually got is number 35, First Chakra, Archangel Michael. Then we have Hermit, Retreat and Recharge. So I am getting very much a feminine energy coming through here, but for me, it feels very kind of ancient. It feels like an ancient grandmother type of energy, and I'm actually hearing Grandmother Willow. I just heard, listen to your heart and you will understand. I think that's a direct quote from Grandma Willow from Pocahontas, but yeah, I'm feeling like this like ancient, feminine, very wise energy, very much like a seer, very, very spiritually like attuned, ancient kind of grandmother energy who could have, I'm feeling like this is an ancestor in your bloodline. So they could have, depending on the region or the type of part of the world where your family is from, whatever region, it's like whatever region your family belongs to, this ancestor was very much attuned to spirit, very much attuned to the other side, and was very much like this seer, this like medicine woman, but also like I'm hearing like witch for some of you, sorceress, healer for others of you. It's like this was a very, very, hearing lots of confirmation clicks from my ceiling. That's how my spirit guides will confirm things for me. So it's like whoever this ancestor was for you, she was very, very much spiritually, like the spiritual master is what I'm hearing. That's for sure coming through here. And as this spiritual, like grandmother, ancestor energy, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, it's like this has come through your own personal grandmother. Like this energy could have been present in your own grandmother here on the 3D plane. But it's like you had a soul contract with this energy, with this person somehow, some way. Yeah, soul contract is coming through. Where it's like you incarnated into this family bloodline to be able to help heal past wrongs is what I just heard. Yeah, I'm hearing you can make it right. You can make it right. you can take what's wrong and you can make it right. That's what I keep hearing saying over and over again. So maybe this grandmother energy, maybe she actually somehow, like on the other side, put in this soul contract in place with you to be able to help heal things within this bloodline that needed healing. It was kind of a similar message came through for pile 2 with that passed on loved one, but it was them helping them to step into this abundant type of energy. What's coming through here is it's like you healing this like inner part of you. Yeah, and with the first chakra coming through here too, that's all responsible for your feeling of safety in this world. That's also the first chakra that usually will be created when we're in our mother's wombs. And so that is all responsible for kind of inner child work there too. But it's like you're being called to be able to, through this ancestor, she's helping you in some way, being able to heal what was wrong, heal what was right. That like there was a lot of injustice in your family's tree. There's a lot of karmic injustice that's happened. Like there's been a lot of your ancestors being misunderstood, being made to be seen as evil when really they were just trying to help or trying to be lights in the world. And somehow they were like, I'm hearing persecuted, I'm hearing misjudged, I'm hearing like outcast. Like outcasts is very much the energy coming through here too. And it's like this grandma ancestral energy, she's coming through to be able to help you make it right within the family tree somehow, some way. This is super interesting. I wasn't expecting an ancestor to come through in a passed on loved ones reading. I was expecting someone that we would, that the piles would know from their 3D life. But I think that's why they brought me back to the connection with the grandmother. It's like for you, pile 3, it's like your grandmother embodies this ancestral energy that this ancestral grandma is coming through. It's like your grandma is coming through with this ancestor somehow, some way. It's like a grandma or a great grandma for others of you. Somehow, some way, it's like your great grandma or your grandma embodied this ancestor's energy of wanting to be like this eclectic, like wise soul energy is coming through. Almost like, you know what I'm thinking of? And he reminds me of this too, the Hermit card coming through here, Rafiki from Lion King. Very eclectic, very wise, very much a healer, an old soul. Rafiki was a little bit like, he was very eclectic. I'm not getting like that much of eccentric energy coming through here from this ancestor. But, this ancestor was very outspoken. She was very much like, she wanted to do what was right, and she wasn't afraid to speak her mind. And because of that, a lot of people didn't like her for that. She was outcast from civilization. She was misunderstood. She was judged, and people just weren't ready. It's like she was ahead of her time. And it's like your grandma, your grandmothers, or your great grandmas, they embodied this kind of like ahead of their time energy. And it's very tough because a lot of people will misjudge and misunderstand what they don't know, what they're not familiar with. And it's like, yeah, your family members, your ancestors very much were this cosmic energy, this healer's energy, spiritually attuned, like masterful spirits that I'm getting here. Powerhouse energy is coming through here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just got this like sharp ping in my solar plexus, kind of like in between my rib cages, where just below, like right above your stomach, I want to say, like in between your ribs there. I just got this like ping. It's almost like it felt like a needle. And then I just got like this dull ache on my left side where my kidney is. This is so strange. I've never experienced that while I'm channeling before, but there's a first for everything. But yeah, powerful energy for sure. I don't know if they're making me feel this on purpose. Something to do with the internal organs somehow, some way. I don't know if that was part of why they passed. Yeah, like I don't know why they're making me feel that. We'll put a pin on that. Maybe they'll bring me full circle later. But yeah, so hermit energy, very much this masterful medicine woman, sorceress, witch type of energy coming through here. Misunderstood, misjudged, ahead of the time. It's like you're meant to embody like this energy that was like painted as like something that was bad in the past is what I'm getting. Does that make sense? I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if this is making sense, but we're gonna roll with it. I wasn't expecting this. It's not really the scope of the reading, but we're going to roll with it. We're going to see what comes through, because obviously this spirit is powerful, very powerful soul, very powerful spirit. The spirit has lived many, many lifetimes here on this earth and in other realms is what I'm hearing. So she is definitely coming through with a message. She's on a mission is what I just heard. I'm on a mission. And it's kind of like this energy of like the grandma who kind of just like pushes past everyone in the group to the front of the line. It's like there could have been other kind of like passed on loved one archetype energies that wanted to come through, but it's like she was like pushing her way through and was like, no, I'm here. My people need to hear this message at this time, and I'm gonna make sure that they hear it. So it's like, okay, I want to honor this spirit. I want to honor this presence by doing this reading, because obviously she has something to say and she's here for a reason. And your grandma, your great grandma's energy did embody this ancestor in some way very closely is what she's saying. So this will resonate for a lot of you, feeling a close connection to that grandmother type of energy as well. I don't think we've gotten grandmother energy so far. Yeah, the first two piles didn't have older feminine like grandmother type of energy coming through at all. So this will be a nice change. This will be an adventure for the both of us. We'll see what comes through here. But yeah, that is definitely something coming through here for sure. You're here to make it right, pile 3, and we're going to see exactly what you're here to make right. Oh, and you know what's also funny is the hematite stone is very good for grounding traditionally, and you also have the first chakra coming through here, and then we have retreat and recharge with this hermit meditative type of energy. So she's definitely wanting to come through and help ground you, or she's saying that grounding is needed. Meditating for some of you. I'm also hearing drum journeying for others of you is going to be something that your ancestors knew how to do in the past. And you're going to be able to tap into that quite easily. There are many different cultures around the world who actually did partake in dream journeying. We obviously know that the Native American cultures and traditions and histories, they're the most prominent that we know of today that did the drum journeying. But there's other cultures around the world. I know that there's different shamanic traditions in the Celtic regions of the world, in ancient Ireland, also in parts of Eastern Europe, in Russia. That's actually where shamanism originated from, was in Eastern Europe, in Siberia, actually. So that was just coming through here. And in different tribal communities around the world, Aboriginal Australia, as well as different island tribes as well. I do know that there's been some form of drum journeying there too. So I didn't just want to, I know that we all associate drum journeying with very specific parts of the world, and I wanted to actually allow it to be like, no, actually, your ancestors could have partaken in those types of traditions, even if you may think that, oh, the region where I'm from in this part of the world, I don't think my ancestors did that. They very well could have, and so that may be something you want to Google and research and look more into. You may be pleasantly surprised about some traditions that, your ancestors in the regions of the world where you're from actually did that you may not have known previously. And so that's actually another message coming through from your ancestor and your that grandma, maternal, like great grandma energy. They're coming through to be like, explore, learn more about where you're from, learn more about your roots. Okay, so DNA testing might be another thing that they want you to do for others of you listening to this. So that's just something that came through very quickly. Okay. So, messages from pile 3's passed on loved ones. Messages from pile 3's passed on loved ones. Please, thank you. We have 4 of Swords coming through here. And I'm actually going to do all of the tarot, because this is kind of I wasn't expecting this reading to kind of take this turn. So I just want to honor the energy and the presence coming through, and I don't want to speak too quickly. I want to get kind of the fuller picture here to see exactly what they're coming through to communicate to you at this time. So we're going to pull all the tarot for this pile before I start channeling and communicating the messages that are coming through. Okay, so messages from pile 3's passed on loved ones, messages from pile 3's passed on loved ones / Ancestors. Ooh, too many. Too many. Too many. Message from pile threes. Ancestors / passed on loved ones. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, they wanted me to do this one first, even though it's on the right-hand side. We have 4 of Pentacles coming through. Okay, and then we also have the 6 of Cups coming through. Messages from pile threes, ancestor coming through / passed on loved one. Passed on loved ones coming through. Thank you. Yeah, we have the 8 of Swords coming through as well. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes they just give me a lot of like startling visuals that it's just like shell-shocking sometimes, like what I see, and it's just like overwhelming sometimes, and it's like horrific sometimes what they'll give me, but necessary to communicate the message. So maybe in the future, spirits, can you please give it to me through thoughts instead of images, if they're going to be horrific like that, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we also have the 10 of Cups coming through. All right. Beautiful. And then the last one here. Thank you. Yeah, and then we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. Then we also have at the back of the deck, Queen of Wands. Yeah, okay, so, okay. First thing, what I was referring to with the image was with the 8 of Swords here, there's definitely been some persecution in your ancestral bloodline. There's been like, I just was seeing like burned at the stake. For others of you, I was seeing all trigger warnings. I'm sorry, I should have said trigger warning before I started getting into it. But I was seeing burning at the stake. I was seeing hangings for others of you. Lots of like tragic, short-lived lives in your ancestral bloodline, lots of heartache, and that's part of what I think that's part of why she's coming through so strongly. It's like there's been a lot of like your family being misunderstood, a lot of like villainizing, being demonized for trying to do what's right. I don't know, like the witch trials, I know that was a lot of people being burned at the stake for what they believed in, and also just a lot of trauma in general from your ancestors that I'm seeing. Yeah, I just heard colonization as well. So definitely that could have been present in your family bloodlines as well. Very traumatizing events. But what I'm seeing here is it's like this energy coming through is this beautiful Queen of Wands energy. It's this abundant, all-seeing type of hermit energy, medicine woman, sorceress, witch energy, spiritual adept, like very, very advanced spiritual initiate energy coming through here. Old soul, ancient soul, ancestor spirit that your grandma and your great-grandma embodied. And it's like this beautiful manifesting Queen of Wands energy. It's like they were not afraid to stand in their own, to stand up for what they believed in. But it's like maybe over the years, it's like your family may have been traumatized from that. And so parts of it could have been not coming through anymore. It's like maybe they went to sleep in some ways, but it's like your grandma and your great-grandma tried to make a resurgence for this type of energy in your bloodline of saying what you believed in, of not going against the grain of society's flow. That's like the energy that's coming through here. Not wanting to give in to what the crowd does or what the herd is doing, but making your own mark on the world and standing up for what you believe in, and saying, not being afraid to be able to say that you believe differently and that you see things differently. that's kind of what your ancestor wants you to embody, pile 3. That's what they want you to do, is they want you to kind of recognize this richness that you have inherited from your bloodline. And they want you to come into this kind of, yeah, this 10 of Cups, this Queen of Wands energy that that they do. It's like this very rich, abundant energy that your ancestors have kind of have had. It's like they've had their voice taken from them, is what I keep hearing. It's like I keep like seeing someone kind of grabbing their throat, and it's like I keep hearing like my voice has been taken, like they don't want to hear what I have to say, like I've been quieted, but it's like making a resurgence. It's like this tiger that can't stay down. It's like she wants you to know that it's like you have this rich, beautiful history in your family, and you're not meant to play small. You're not meant to be in this energy of not knowing who you are. You need to remember exactly where you come from, pile 3. That's what this ancestor wants to communicate. She wants you to know where you come from. She wants you to know your family's history, because they have fought so hard to be able to just continue on, is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling a lot of heavy energy. I'm feeling a lot of like this very much like this traumatizing energy, but it's like this strength as well. It's like, I'm not going to stay quiet, because what I have to say matters. What I have to say matters is what I keep hearing this ancestor saying. What I have to say matters. And that is she wants to speak through you, pile 3. She wants you to be a channel that she can help to come through. And she wants to help teach you. She wants to teach you this beautiful strength that your family used to embody, that has somehow been forgotten over the years. And she wants to teach you to kind of rise up in that strength energy again, so that you can fully step into, it's almost like, it's like she wants you to understand that, you have so much richness within you. I keep getting pulled to like the 4 of Pentacles that's surrounding him. I see the cups here underneath them. I see the 8 of Cups right above them, the 10 of Cups. There's so much richness that you have around you. And there's been so much injustice done, so much tragedy that the family has had to endure, especially with this 4 of Swords here too. It's like there's been so much that's been taken from you, so much tragedy, so much loss. But this ancestor is coming through along with your grandmothers, along with your grandma / great grandma, to say that this is making a resurgence, and they want to make this resurgence through you. Stepping into your own personal power is very much coming through here. Stepping into your own, and not being afraid to do that, not feeling hesitant to do that. But it's like, I'm getting this, like, I'm seeing that the lions on either side of the Queen of Wands too. It's like stepping into this like Empress, lioness type of energy, whether or not you if you identify as male as well. This Hierophant energy was right in back of the Queen of Wands. It's like, this, and then behind that, the 2 of Wands, they're wanting you to step into this mastery energy, whether or not you're male or female. This mastery energy is yours. This I want to say abundance, but it's more than abundance. It's like, again, it's this personal power. It's this like this knowing of who you are. It's being able to like know that no one can shake your tree. And maybe it's almost like you've forgotten the sacredness of your family lineage. That's what I just heard. You've forgotten the sacredness of your family lineage. And it's like you're going to work at your 9 to 5, and you're you're in your little like Toyota Corolla, going from, I have a Hyundai myself. I don't know why Toyota Corolla came through specifically, but yeah, it's like you're going to work in like your sedan, and you're going to your 9 to 5. And it's almost like this ancestor's coming through to say like, wake up. You come from giants, is what I just heard. You come from spiritual giants, wave makers, manifestors, way makers. That's where you come from. You're meant for more. You're meant for so much more, pile 3. Wake up is what she's saying. I want to help you step into this. I want you to step into your personal power. And that's going to look different from each and every one of you, what that looks like, what that journey looks like, how it manifests in your life. But you come from this rich history, pile 3, very, very marked with a lot of trauma, but very rich at the same time. Lots of, like I said, change makers is where you come from. And with this 6 of Cups energy, it's like, she's like giving you this gift of like, here, take my gift, take what I'm helping you to receive here. I want to give you so much. I want to help you through this ancient wisdom, understand and tap into these primal roots of where you come from, this ancient kept knowledge, these ancient kind of wisdom teachings that she can help to pass on to you, pile 3. I'm hearing she can talk with a lot of you through meditation. So that may be something that you guys may want to look into is meditation techniques and different visualizations, and maybe guided meditations for others of you, along with the drum and dream journeying, so that you can tap into this ancient wisdom. And then being able to tap into your grandma, your great grandma's energy, that's going to act like a doorway, I'm hearing. So that's going to be a channel, because that energy is at least familiar enough for you. Whereas like you don't know this energy, this ancient ancestors energy at all, but being able to use those other passed on loved ones energies to connect to those familiar energies, that's going to act as a gateway to be able for them to almost be like this bridge between you and this ancestor, so that you guys can meet in the middle and that she can teach you. It's like she wants to teach you all of these ancient ways, this ancient knowledge. She wants to bring back this like lioness, this fighter spirit, this like fire within you. Yeah, that's for sure coming through. That's really, really interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we also have, okay, number 18. Yeah, be a channel. What did I say before? She wants to be a channel through you. She wants to be able to help you, and she wants to impact through you. And of course, be safe about this as well, right? Because when we open up to our ancestors, when we open up to passed on loved ones energy, or the other side in general, there's all types of spirits on the other side. So I am getting a strong message here that do have protection, pile 3. You can call in your spirit guides and call on them to shield you in protection. Call in your angels, the archangels, to give you protection as well spiritually, as you call in these energies, and you help these energies to be able to work in you and through you. But she wants to be able to work with you as a channel, to be able to impact. I'm hearing impact. I keep hearing like we're going to make a difference. We're going to make a change. We're going to impact. Like something about that is coming through here. Then we have number 2, surrender and trust. Okay. Messages from pile 3's ancestors / passed on loved ones, please. Messages from pile 3's ancestor / passed on loved ones, please. Messages from pile 3's ancestors / passed on loved ones. Whoop, thank you. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Number 31, we have tap into primal power coming through here as well. She wants you to be able to recall this ancient knowledge, this ancient wisdom. Tap into who you are. Remember who you are, pile 3. Okay, that is for sure something that she wants you to do. Yeah, interesting. 19, make mistakes. This came out for pile 2 as well. So pile 2 could have messages in there for you. And it could, I just heard a crow caw. So yeah, for any of those of you who this resonates for you, then definitely look at pile 2 as well, because those 2 cards came out for them as well. And this message of breaking ancestral patterns, chains, of being able to step into a different type of mindset, bringing abundance, having this like personal power come through. Yeah, but it's different because pile 2, it's like they were manifesting like emotional abundance and fulfillment and like this financial abundance. But with you, it's like this personal power keeps coming through. This like remembrance of who you are keeps coming through as well. Very similar message in that way. So definitely check out that pile if this resonates with you. But yeah, tapping into this like root. And do you see this fire coming from her hands? It's like, and the light coming through the hands as well. Pile 3. Oh my gosh. You guys are definitely energy healers. That's for sure. Message coming through. Your ancestors and your passed on loved ones, this ancestor especially, and then your great grandma and your grandma, this very maternal this older maternal energy coming through. They want you to know that you have power in your hands. Yes, the power is in your hands in terms of like your destiny and your life and your personal power, but also you literally have a lot of energy in your palm chakras. Like you guys could be very much into Reiki. And if you're not, this is confirmation to get attuned to Reiki, because you're very powerful healers, very powerful energy workers. And you can really help a lot with that. Okay. It may be part of your soul mission, and you may be an accountant by day and a Reiki energy healer on the weekends and at night. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Superman. I don't know why they just showed me that, but it's like it's almost like they're showing me like you're meant to be this superhero, like undercover superhero type of a thing. And who knows, maybe your spiritual business, I don't know why this is coming through this way. It's like very fast. They're very fast energy that's coming through, but it's like all of a sudden spiritual business is coming through. So it's like they want you to be able to step into your power. And it's like I keep getting this feeling of like you do something very mundane for your career, like an accountant, or you do like something very normal, marketing, or I don't even know, like architecture, something like it's like an office job, but they want, it's like your ancestor and then your passed on loved ones, they want you to create like this spiritual business that's going to be the form of you taking on your personal power. And then eventually this spiritual business is going to be your form of income. And it's like, that's how, it's almost like that's how, when I was hearing make a difference, make an impact, change the world, it's like that's how you're going to be able to make an impact in your community, is through this spiritual business of some sort. So take that how it resonates, but you're meant to start some sort of like online shop with spiritual tools, or you're meant to write books about spiritual knowledge, or you're meant to write a book on your family's history and the ancient knowledge that this ancestor brings to you through meditation. You could be a channel, and literally you could channel a book. That's a specific confirmation for somebody. You are meant to channel a actual book through this ancestor and what they're going to tell you in meditations. So that's definitely coming through. But for others of you, you could be like energy healers, Reiki workers, where you could start this business on the side, and then eventually it just overtakes what you do and you become a full-time spiritual worker in some form or fashion. But yeah, it's like 19, make mistakes. It's like you guys are, and master the dance is coming through here too. This is very much all about mastering like the rhythm of life, the flow of life, mastering this dance that you have. And I think it's really funny that it's like in here, 19 Make Mistakes, they're dancing on the edge of the cliff here. So they're wanting you to just being okay with it looking messy, and being okay with the process not looking how you may have wanted it to look. Or you may be very resistant to this message in the first place, because I keep getting highlighted like you work a very kind of like prominent role at your work, or you're very kind of usually level-headed or rational. You're not very spiritual. Maybe this is a jump for you to even be watching a pick a card reading on YouTube is what I'm hearing for some of you. And so there could be this amount of resistance of like, I'm not really into spirituality like at all. Like, I don't know that I actually want to go down this road. But what I'm hearing is trusting, surrendering to this, trusting it, making mistakes. It may not be your forte. You may not know what you're doing. You may feel stupid. I'm hearing for some of you, it's like, I'm hearing, like this is dumb. I don't know what I'm doing type of a thing, trying to do your energy work, for example. But it's like, there's this inner gnawing, this inner knowing inside of you that it's like, I know that I'm meant to do this. Not because a tarot reader on YouTube told you to, but because there's this inner intuitive knowing that you're meant to explore this path, to go down this winding road. I'm hearing follow the yellow brick road. It's like they're putting breadcrumbs on your path, and it's like this ancestor and your passed on loved ones, this grandmother energy coming through for your passed on loved ones. They're bringing you down this yellow brick road of like exploration, and you're following these breadcrumbs going all the way down until you hit the Emerald City, and it's like the gates swing wide open, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, you tap into this beautiful knowledge, or this knowing, or this transformation within you. It's beautiful, this energy I'm feeling. That's what's meant to happen, even if you don't feel that way right now. Okay. Alrighty. Messages from pile 3's ancestor / passed on loved ones. Oh, okay. That kind of, my finger just did that, but they're saying it was meant to do that. So we have letting go, time for release. And then we also have Thank you. We also have 20. We have Cosmos mirrors you. I'm going to do a third one. Fall is here, and so I do this really annoying thing for some of my friends where I will sing Christmas carols, like Deck the Halls constantly is one that I'm singing. So even though it's only October, I am sorry if you hear a Christmas carol or two slip out. Just apologies in advance. I'm just going to say that. Then we have number 35, Kundalini, untapped energy. Ooh, okay. Ooh, alrighty. Back of the deck. Yeah, we also have 52. Oh my gosh, 52 priorities. We have building blocks for life. Wow. Okay. Wow. So yeah, for a lot of you, if you have not experienced a Kundalini awakening, or for some of you, I'm hearing you don't even know what that is step number 1 on this yellow brick road path that your passed on loved ones and your ancestors are guiding you down. They want you to explore Kundalini energy, what this means. It's going to be part of you tapping into your sacred primal power. I think it's no mistake that this one came out above the primal power card. But they are wanting to show you that this is actually this is something that you're meant to have happen in your spiritual journey. And like I said, if you haven't experienced it yet, or if you don't even know what it is, research it. And then actually doing some Kundalini meditations will help to activate this column of light in you. And that's going to help to it's like reawaken your DNA, reawaken and heal, I'm hearing, because trauma can actually be passed down. I think it's either like 12 generations or 14 generations through the DNA. So physically, we actually have that trauma encoded into our DNA that many generations down the line. So it's like you being able to activate the sacred, divine, feminine Kundalini energy within you. It's going to help to activate your spiritual abilities, but also it's going to help to change your DNA, fundamentally change your DNA and heal that trauma that has run in your family lineage is what I'm hearing too. And then with the letting go and the time for release, it's like, yeah, it's like time to release this old version of you. It's like you may have identified with this old way of being, and you have your routines and you have your structured ways of doing things, and that's kind of how you prefer it. And it may be taking you outside of your comfort zone, hearing a lot of this message. So if you've stuck through to this part of the message this long in, congratulations, pile 3, because the energy that I'm feeling is it's like you guys are very kind of resistant to it. It's like very far outside of your comfort zone, very outside of what you normally identify with, and you don't really identify much with spirituality in this way at all. So this is very outside of what you're used to, but it's like time to let go of how you used to identify as, time to let go and release that old way of being, and to just flow into, surrender and trust, and kind of let go and flow into this new spiritual space that your passed on loved ones and your ancestor, your ancient grandmother ancestor is wanting you to dive deep into. And yeah, it's almost like the sky is the limit, bringing the cosmos here. The cosmos mirror you. It's like that energy. Yeah. So something that I was telling Pile too, as well, I believe, is that the energy that you send out, the universe will give back to you. So you being able to look at this as an adventure, to look at this as instead of resisting the journey, instead of resisting the energy, that's only going to put up more blockages for you, opening up to the energy, looking at this as a great adventure, looking at this as going into the unknown, that's going to really help you as you set forth on this path. The cosmos, whatever energy you send out to the universe is going to give it back to you. So just pay mind to that as you're embarking on this journey, and don't put up resistance to it. If you need to wait a little bit before you start this journey, if this is just sounding like way too weird and way too out there for you, there's no shame in waiting, but in the meantime, just make sure you're meditating, at least maybe with your ancestor, with your passed on loved ones, maintaining that connection. And then when you're ready, they will lead you down the path when it's time, is what I just heard, when it's time. Okay. And then I'm getting pulled here with this 52, the back of the card deck. I'm getting pulled to these different lights here, which all represent the different chakras. So it's like, you being able to heal your chakras, meditate with your ancestor and your passed on loved ones on asking them to help you remove any emotional blockages, any energetic blockages, and meditating and getting to know at least maybe the different chakra systems. That's also going to be a first great step for you as you're kind of tiptoeing your way into this new world of spirituality. And you're like, I don't even know what a chakra is. I don't know what the root chakra or the crown chakra does. That's going to be a great first step for you to kind of educate yourself as to, these different building blocks of spirituality, the ABCs of being a spiritual master is what I just heard, because that runs in your DNA. Spiritual mastery is like a part of your family's lineage and history, and you're meant to step into that type of power, but only if you believe it, pile 3. Only if you believe it, only if you accept it, only if you're ready to receive it, is what I just heard, okay? All right, very powerful message. Wow, I was not expecting this type of message to come through at all. So we just went through that together. Beautiful. Okay, so final message for pile 3's, from pile 3's passed on loved ones and this ancestor coming through, please. Thank you. We have one step at a time, along with this beautiful red energy coming through that you can use to meditate on. So we have, I see the mountain ahead and I dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's like, what did I say? It's like being able to look at this journey not as overwhelming, because for a lot of you, like I said, this is new territory for you, uncharted territory. This is going into the unknown for a lot of you. This is very outside of your comfort zone. So taking it one step at a time, learning what the chakra systems are, what are the chakras? What does it mean to meditate? What are different types of meditations that I can do? How do I connect well with my ancestors? How do I connect well with passed on loved ones? Being able to learn how to identify the energies around you, work with the energies around you, learn these basic building blocks of spirituality. That's going to help you in this time to be able to eventually on down the road have this very powerful spiritually based business. And you are going to be a mover and a shaker, a wave maker in your communities, pile 3. You're going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives if you choose to pursue this path. And keep in mind, they're bringing that statement in specifically. They're saying if you choose, because you do have free will, pile 3. You don't have to go down this road, but you will be, you'll be on this like blossoming road to fulfillment if you do choose to work with them and take this path, pile 3, okay? I almost feel like they're telling me that for you, this moment is like the Matrix, where the guy is like, do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? It's like, this is that moment for you where it's like, you can never unhear these words. So it's forever going to be kind of in the back of your mind, pile 3. So this is that moment for you. And they wanted it to come through. They wanted this to be your moment for you to hear these messages and for you to make the decision, to make the choice. But if you do make the choice, if you do make the decision, there's no need to feel overwhelmed. One step at a time. How do you eat an elephant? By eating it bite by bite. It's a horrific. I love elephants, so I don't like that phrase, but that's what they're saying is like something massive, take it step by step, bit by bit. And then eventually you're going to make a lot of progress and you're going to step into this very powerful, prominent Queen of Wands energy, this Hierophant energy as well. And you're going to help a lot of people, pile 3, okay? Alrighty, my beautiful pile 3s, it's been an honor to tap into your ancestor and your passed on loved one's energy here. It's been an honor to tap into your energy, hopefully help you a bit as I pass along these messages. Do like and subscribe to see more videos like this. I love you so, so, so much, and I will see you in the next reading. All right, hello, my beautiful pile number 4s. So if you chose this Mangano, I think is how you say it, calcite, crystal, then this is for sure your reading. So we're going to look at the archetype of the passed on loved one coming through here, and then we'll get an energy kind of read on them, and we'll move forward into any messages that they have for you, that they want to communicate to you. So first off, we have number 30. we have the garden and the gate. And then we also have she-wolf, unleash the wild within. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting the Shakira song, like, there's a she-wolf in your closet, and then she goes, ow, in the song. That just came through initially. This passed on loved one is very funny. Their energy is very funny. Am I getting feminine or male energy, please? I'm getting definitely male energy coming through here. Yeah, that was, I don't know if you guys heard that. Very synchronistic, not a coincidence. I'm getting male energy coming through here. I'm getting younger male energy. So this, I'm getting like brother, uncle, friend, like that's the type of energy coming through here. Young male energy. All the way, I'm feeling as young as like a teenager, all the way up into like 30s. But definitely like, again, younger male energy. Someone who passed well before their time. This was someone that you kind of thought the world of, and you had a close relationship with them before they passed. Their passing could have been very tragic in nature. There could have been circumstances around the death that could have been very, very tragic, very traumatizing. That's something that's coming through here. They're coming through now as like fierce protectors of yours, though. It's like they're, yeah, again, confirmation, my air conditioner just turned on, but they're like coming through as like these fierce protector energies, these energies of like, no one can mess with like, you know, my pile fours because I'm going to beat them up, sort of a thing. For some of you, this could have been like a bigger brother. They're like very protective energy coming through here. Yeah, they're like, I'm going to beat them up. Like no one can do anything to you. Like I'll set them straight. Don't worry. But yeah, that's definitely the energy coming through here. Video games is coming through. So some of them could have liked to play video games. Yeah, Call of Duty is coming through for some reason. I don't know. I don't really play video games at all, so I'm surprised I even know that name. But that's something that's coming through. I'm also, what else am I hearing? Some other kind of energy coming through. They just told me the word tidbit. They're like, we'll give you some tidbits of information. And then they just flashed on my mind the can of like Dole's pineapple, the tidbits. So this person definitely had a sense of humor when they were here in the waking world. And that could have been what was part of what was hard for you, is because if the circumstances around this person's death was very tragic, and even if it was self-inflicted, it was tough because this person was very much like this kind of lighter energy when they were in this 3D world. For others of you, they could have been more reserved. But I'm hearing that once you got to know them, once you warmed them up, they turned into this like soft teddy bear type of energy. Very warm, loving souls. What else am I getting? I'm getting something else here. Superheroes, that's coming through here too, like Batman and Robin, or the Avengers. That type is coming through here. Oh, what's the name of that? Okay, there's a specific superhero coming through here. It's the Flash, but no, it's not the Flash. The Flash could be a specific confirmation for someone. I wasn't meaning to say that, but he came up in my mind. So, specific confirmation for one of you. But what's that water superhero? Or no, not the water. The one where he has like the eyes with the ice. And it's kind of like a lesser known superhero. But this is a specific confirmation for someone coming through. They're like, yeah, this will be a confirmation for them, so they know it's me. It's like the lesser known, and it's like I don't know superheroes at all. I'm so sorry. But that's the superhero that has the ice, that does like Iceman. Is it Iceman? Is that as simple as it was? I don't know. But anyway, so it's the one with the blue energy that they have, like, and I think it's ice. I don't think it's like water that they shoot through their palms, but it's a known superhero. But Iceman is coming through, and yeah, Fleetwood Mac is coming through as well. Fleetwood Mac could be a specific confirmation for someone. Papa Roach. I just heard Papa Roach. Oh my gosh. I haven't heard that name in forever. It's been years since I've even thought of that band. That is nuts. And then what's the other one? I'm hearing like rock coming through here too. What's the other one? Chop Suey was one of their songs. That band is coming through here too, Chop Suey. So they may have liked rock, or yeah, something about that is coming through. That's so wild. It's just, I hear the most random stuff sometimes, and I'm like, I don't even know if this is gonna resonate with people, but they just tell me like, nope, it's a specific confirmation. Don't worry. And I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah, but their energy is very playful energy, very protective energy, very much like a big brother type of energy. Even if this was like a friend or an uncle, they felt very Yeah, I'm getting so many confirmation chills. It felt so protective over you. They saw you as like their little brother, their little sister. Even if you guys weren't siblings, that's kind of what this relationship feels like. Very, very much like this energy of like, I got you. Like whatever you need, I'm there. I'll protect you. I'll be there. Yeah, I'm getting that Jackson 5 song coming in. This was a channeled song that came in for another read too that I did recently, but the song I'll Be There, where they're like, just look over your shoulder, honey, you know? I'll be there, don't you know? Yeah, that song is coming through as well. But yes, so, okay. So what they're trying to come through here to say, it's like, okay, they're like, let's get down to business now, you know, like Mulan, like, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Oh yeah. Karate is coming through here too. So that's a specific confirmation for a couple of you. But anyway, or Taekwondo. Someone just said, or Taekwondo. One of the spirits just said, or Taekwondo. Hello. Like, they're like, come on, there's not just karate. So Taekwondo or karate. Those both, I guess, are coming through. But, yeah, so She-Wolf, unleash the wild within, the garden and the gate. This is very much like they're trying to help you unleash like this inner like empress within you, this inner like knowing energy within you, this confidence within you, where you're just like, boom, this is who I am, this is what I think, this is what I want. That's kind of the energy coming through here. They really want you to kind of get firm in who you are. Pile 4. You guys already could be very, yeah. So for some of you, I'm getting that you're very much like the decision makers already of your friend group, of your family. You already are kind of very sure of yourself. But there's like this certain element of you. Yeah, it's almost like this garden and the gate card. It's like you're staring out at the horizon and you're like, I kind of have like a bunch of good stuff going for me here. Like, why would I want to venture out there to where I can't really see into the horizon? I don't really know in the distance what's waiting for me, but I seem to have like a lot of good stuff that I have right here. I got my flowers, got my butterflies, got my birdhouse, you know, I got my little basket. This is them coming through. They're the ones kind of unfolding this story as I'm saying it right now. So again, very strong sense of humor coming through here. But they're like, yeah, you're like, you got your stuff going on here. They're like, that's fine. That's all well and good. You know, that's great. But what if you could have something epic is what I just heard. What if you could have something epic? What if you could have something that's like beyond what you thought could happen or what you thought you could do? What if that was on the table is what I just heard. So poker could have been something that you guys did, or like playing cards. It could have been something that you guys love doing. They're showing me like, you know, leaving all your cards out on the table, knowing that you did everything that you possibly could. You lived your life to the fullest. Like, what if that was a possibility, you know? So they're coming through to say that this is definitely what they want to help you with. They want you to be like, hey, you're doing great just as you are. Like you already have like this confidence here, here, and here. Like you're already kind of this person who's sure of yourself. But what if you could have something even better? What if you could like have this deeper relationship with yourself where you're just like, dang, like I am that bee. You know what I mean? Like I am that person. I am that I don't know what you call it. Like I am that person. I am that I don't know, that like that bitch. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're coming through to say. They're like, that's you. Hello. I just heard hello. But yeah, so they're wanting you to really embody it, you know, and wolves could be a specific confirmation for you. Wolves could be a spirit animal for some of you. You may live in an area where you have coyotes or wolves. I know I live by a bike trail, and so we have lots of coyotes where I live. But you could, especially if you live kind of in more rural areas, you could have wolves that live a few miles away from your house. And this is, they're like, look, look here. You really need to understand how epic, how amazing you are, and just step into that. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to go with the flow. Don't be afraid to be able to get what's yours, right? That's definitely something that's coming through here. And like I said, some of you may feel like, like I'm already pretty confident. I already know what I have. I'm really good in this realm. For some of you, yeah, it's like you have a certain skill set. You have a certain like type of energy that you're used to being in. You feel comfortable in that space. You feel like, hey, I'm pretty like top dog where I am right now. If it's a workplace, if it's a friend group, whatever, they're calling you to actually do more with it though. They're like, yeah, but like, what if you could like do more with that? What if you could actually go into this new area that you don't really know, like what's beyond those hills? You don't know what lies beyond there, but what if it could lead to this great magic? Yeah, it's like, I hear that song, do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free you whenever it starts. Just come and listen. Yeah, that's the song that they're playing. Yeah, they're like grooving. They're like groove into the music, groove into the music. I'm also hearing Huey Lewis in the News. What's that song? Oh my gosh. This was like, oh, look them up. It's like one of their well-known songs that's coming through. Huey Lewis and the News is coming through as well. Just like groove into the moving. Play that funky music right, boy. Play that funky music right. Dun, dun, dun. Music could have been a huge thing between the both of you. I'm getting tons of songs coming through here. And they could have liked more of that like 70s, 80s style of music. Yeah, I'm getting the song, there is freedom within, there is freedom without. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Yeah, they're definitely coming through with a lot of songs. So they could have been like into instruments. They could have played guitar. They could have played drums. They could have bass is what I just heard for some of you. I just heard oboe, which is a super specific instrument. So oboe is a specific confirmation for one of two of you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, playful energy coming through here. They want you to see beyond. They're like, you have like this great, they're showing me like this great, like, what is it, like a crystal like this, and it's pretty, you know what I mean? But like, what if you could have like the big kahuna? And that's what they just said. What if you could have the big kahuna? Like, what if you could have this and more? Like, how amazing would that be? Type of energy is what they're having me feel like. So yeah, they're wanting you to step outside of what you know, and it's like you've created success, you have this confidence, you have this beautiful kind of energy in your own space, in your own realm of what's comfortable and what you know. But they're like, step outside of that. Take a stroll on the wild side and see what comes up, see what happens. Oh my gosh, these people are, man, I love these passed on loved ones. They're so funny. Okay. So first off, we have death coming through. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't necessarily have to mean death in the traditional sense. This can a lot of times mean transformation, rebirth, regeneration. Yeah, a big transition happening. So I feel like that's what they're wanting. Yeah, I'll get more of the story before I start channeling. So messages from pile fours passed on loved ones, please. My messages from pile fours passed on loved ones, thank you. Ooh, that just was nice how that did that. Then we also have the 6 of Wands. Beautiful. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Messages from pile fours passed on loved ones, please. Oh, no. No, no, no. Here. Do a little cleansey cleanse. That was them, not me. That could have been for me, but I think it was channeled from them. They're so funny. Like, yeah, just do a little cleansey cleanse. We have Knight of Pentacles. Jokester. Prankster. They could have been such a prankster when they were alive. Oh my gosh. This person was like, yeah, the prankster of the house for sure. Or of the friend group. Then we have Queen of Swords coming through. We also have 6 of Pentacles coming through there too. Teachers. You guys are teachers. Yeah. Not in the traditional, you could be teachers in the 3D sense, but also teachers of like, you're meant to do a lot more. That's why they're pushing you. Yeah. And then we have the Tower here in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Back of the deck energy is the 3 of Pentacles, and they wanted this right side up. Okay. Wow. They have such light energy coming through, but I feel like you guys have really been through... They may have liked to curse a lot as well. They're bringing through some questionable words right now, but you may have gone through some ish together. They didn't say that. They said the actual word, but again, YouTube guidelines and all, I want to try and keep the cursing to a minimum, but you know what I mean. But they were like, but their energy, it's coming through so playful, prankster, jokester, light, but it's like you guys have been through some stuff together, and yeah, I just got chills. They're highlighting that here. Yeah, you guys have been through a lot of big moments together. And also, like I said, like their death could have been very unexpected. It could have been traumatic, in the way that it happened, if it was self-inflicted or if it was just tragic circumstances surrounding the death. But there's been, when they were alive even, you guys went through a lot of heavy stuff together. And I feel like that's always something you really admired about them, pile 4, is you admired the fact that they went through some really, really tough stuff, but they always kept this like lighthearted jokester type of energy. You ever know those people where it's like they can go through the worst of circumstances, but they still crack a joke, you know, when you guys are at the funeral of a good friend, or if you're, I don't even know, just if something just happened that's really big and scary and traumatic, and they're the ones, you know, where you're just in the moment of silence and they crack a joke. That was this person, this type of energy coming through here. And it could have been something that was really comforting for you, pile 4, because it's like you can sometimes get down into the hurts, you know, and yeah, so many confirmation tools. You could be someone who gets down into the hurt so much, and it's something that consumes you, because you do tend to be more of a sensitive soul, is what I'm hearing. Even if you're male or female, being sensitive does not make you less manly. That was something that they just said as well. But male or female, you could be someone who's like very sensitive in general. I'm going to turn up my light a little bit for you guys. That could have been something you found comforting about them, though, is because it's like they were the ones who kind of made sure that everything felt okay. They were the ones where it's like you just knew, like they were your anchor, kind of, where it's like, okay, everything else can be going to ish, but if they're here, if they're in my corner, we're good, type of a thing. And it's like when you lost this person, it felt very big. It felt very scary. It felt like, damn, you know, like that person and me, like we were like, yeah, we were like 2 peas in a pod type of a thing. That's kind of like the energy coming through here. And it's like, shoot, what am I going to do now? Type of a thing. But it's like, you're going through this big transformation in general, like spiritual wise. You could be spiritually awakened already, or could be going through a spiritual awakening or an upgrade. But you're on this quest. And I see that clearly here. It's like this quest to be in making an impact with those around you, with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles coming through here. It's like you're meant to go beyond, is what I just heard. You're meant to go beyond. You're on this quest with this Knight of Pentacles energy going forward into this pasture, this wilderness energy. And you're like, I'm going to go and I'm going to seek and I'm going to understand more about myself. And I'm going to make sure that I kind of get this knowledge, this understanding about who I am and my place in the world. It's like, yeah, what is that song? It's like Disney. That is coming through here too. It's that song, Moana. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. That song is coming through here, where it's like, trying to expand yourself, but it's like you put walls around yourself. You put these limitations around yourself, pile 4, this fence around your potential, is what I just heard. You're fencing your potential is something that they just said, and they're wanting you to look beyond what you've done. It's like you haven't created a safe space for yourself. It's now becoming a cage, is what I just heard. It's not a safe space any longer. It's a cage now. So they're calling you to go beyond what you think is possible or what you know, into the uncomfortable, to be able to get this Queen of Swords energy. Exactly. So this is definitely mastery over thought life, over perception, over your perspective. This is being able to have that mastery of yourself and how you see yourself in the world, how you show up in the world. That sort of mastery is coming through here at the Queen of Swords. And I love how she's looking at this Six of Pentacles energy. It's like you're meant to take what you know and you're meant to pass it on to other people, almost like a mentoring role is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's like you're meant to help and heal other people through this mentoring role, through what you've learned, through what you've gone through. And it could be you impacting youth. You could be like a youth leader, youth ministry leader for some of you, but for others of you, it's like you're helping other people in some form or fashion, like on a global scale, through like a nonprofit or through like leaders. I'm hearing leaders, like you're just helping mentoring future leaders, like the future. And the Three of Pentacles coming through here, it's like you're collaborating with other people on something, a very important big project that, and maybe that's it. Maybe it's like you have like this confidence, this mastery in the space that you're at right now in your career. And you're like, yeah, I could expand and I could go to this mentoring role, this collaboration role in this nonprofit. I could kind of maybe do some traveling, some, I don't know, mission work is what I just heard for others of you. Like, this is a possibility that I could do. And it's like you're toying with the possibility. She's almost looking at this pasture beyond where she's at. And it's like you're thinking about it, but you're like almost not sure about whether or not to do it. But I do see this big transformation coming into your life, pile 4. And it's like this Six of Wands energy is all about celebration. It's like, yeah, it's like, okay. I think it's so funny how all of these, they're all on horses. Do you see that? And they're all facing the same way. It's like, this is your transformation. What they're showing me is it's like the flip book. Do you guys remember the flip books from the 90s, 80s, 90s, and you would flip it through and it would be this like moving picture that would come through when you flipped through the book. That's what this is reminding me of. That's what they're showing me here. It's like you starting out with this tower moment, you feeling like, damn, did this really just happen? Where am I going to go from here? How do I build myself up from the ground up? How do I move forward from where I'm at? And you freaking did it. Yeah, that was them coming through. That was them saying, you freaking did it, pile 4. Like, they're so freaking proud of you that you freaking did it. You did that. And you went into the Six of Wands energy where you rebuilt yourself and where you were like, okay, I'm remaking my life right now. I'm creating all of this beautiful like flowers in this garden space. And I'm creating like all of this beautiful area, within this gate. And I'm creating this beautiful, safe, sacred space for myself. I'm rebuilding myself from the ground up, like Phoenix energy coming through here strong. And that was you. And now it's like you're looking forward and you're like, okay, I've built this great safe space around myself and I'm looking beyond. Should I go there? I don't know. It looks kind of like, I don't know what's beyond there. I just heard Tantor from Tarzan, where he's trying to get in the water, and then he's like, "It looks questionable to me." It's like that's coming through here. It's like you're like, I don't know. Like I'm doing pretty good with where I'm at. I got some good stuff going on. It's really worth it, But they're saying adopt this Knight of Pentacles energy. Because when you adopt this Knight of Pentacles energy and you charge forward into the unknown, into your potential, is what I'm hearing, you're going to embody this Queen of Swords energy. And then all of a sudden, you're going to keep going, and suddenly you're going to be impacting the community, the world. The world is your oyster. You know what I mean? It's like there's no limit to infinity and beyond. Disney could have been something you guys really connected on. I'm getting a lot of Disney references here. Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and beyond. That is coming through here. Yeah, they're saying the only limit is your mind. The only limit is what you think you can do. The only limit, the only lid is what you think you're not capable of, right? Unleash the wild within. Unleash this wild energy that's just like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You used to be in that energy a little bit more when this person was alive, I'm hearing. And now that this person has passed over, you've kind of allowed that energy to take a backseat. But they're saying, no, stoke that fire, relight that passion within yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, go beyond what you think you're capable of, what you think you can do, because you're going to surprise yourself. Yeah, what is that song coming through? Oh, gosh. We're gonna change the world someday. What is that song? It's from a musical. I think it's from Hamilton. Don't quote me. But that line they keep replaying that over and over in my mind. We're gonna change the world someday. Yeah, okay, interesting. So we have number 29, flow with divine timing. Interesting. And we have this light energy here, and then the dark energy right below it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, what did I just say? Number 7, we have celebrate growth and breakthroughs. Look at her. She is living her best life. Yes, honey. Yes. Oh my goodness, yeah, they're wanting you to go out and just kick life in the face is what I just heard. Kick life in the face and just enjoy life and celebrate who you are and what you have to offer. Yeah, exactly. And then also this came out too, number 26, sparkle and shine. Sparkle and shine. Exactly. Yes. And then we had one more that popped out too. I'm just gonna get this. I'm trying to get over my perfectionistic tendencies. So however the cards look, they look. Okay? This is personal growth for you. Alrighty? And then we have number 16, come back to center. Yeah. Okay, so it's like they want you to get into this grounded energy. While you're developing yourself, while you're seeing. Yeah, and then 40, look in the mirror. Interesting, back of the deck energy. I think you know what? I think it's so funny, pile 4, that you have this mirrored energy coming out twice. Do you see that? You have that mirrored energy coming out twice. And then we had this transformation that we saw taking place in these cards here. I really feel like you guys, there's a lot of Gemini energy coming through here, and usually I'm not a huge astrology buff. I love to read about it and learn about it, but I've never been called to actually teach on it or really go there in my readings. But they keep repeating Gemini over and over, so I'm just going to say it. That's a specific confirmation for some of you. With all this mirrored energy going on, that's for sure energy that they're bringing through here. But you guys have rebuilt yourself from the ground up, and it's like you have these two sides of you, and it's like you're only unlocking one side of your potential is what they're telling me. You're only unlocking half of what you're capable of doing. They want to help you unlock the other piece. They're almost showing me, do you guys remember those secret doorways? You know what I mean? In those real murder mystery TV shows where it's like a library with a bookshelf, but is it? Oh, wait. He could have loved thrillers or Goosebumps. You guys remember Goosebumps, those chapter books? That's coming through. But it's like when you pull the lever in the library and it's like there's a secret doorway that comes through, and then you walk through it. It's like that's your potential. That's how they're showing it to me. you've only unlocked a piece of what you're capable of, is what I'm hearing. And it's like, okay, now it's time for like this other part of you to come shining through. Yeah, sparkle and shine. They want you to be able to allow that to shine through to the rest of the world, because again, we're going to change the world someday. And they're saying we, because they're going to be right there with you. They're like, we're freaking behind you. We're going to protect you every step of the way. No one come near my pile fours or I will cut you. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's kind of that's how they joke. This is how your person jokes. They're so funny. But yeah, they're serious about that. They're like, we're behind you every step of the way. Go and shine. Go and shine your true self. Explore your potential, pile four. That word keeps coming through. Potential, potential, potential. It's like there's free will here in this earth. So you could choose not to move forward and explore this path, but they really want you to. They're like, look, you're capable of so much more than you think. Just go for it. Go for it is what I keep hearing. Yeah, you have a lot of breakthroughs waiting for you in the future when you go beyond this gate here, when you go beyond your personal limitations. This could be in the mind as well. Like I said before, the only limitation is your mind, is what you think of yourself. And it's like, do you see this? She's looking also at this wild woman energy coming through. And it's like, she's like, huh, could I really be that person? Could I really embody that energy? I don't know, but it's cool to think about. Like maybe, I'm not sure. They're saying, no, you have that potential. Go forward, claim it. It is yours. Claim it. It is yours. That just came through. Also, there's a book that they're wanting me to share with you. It's called Wild Woman. And again, you could identify as being male or female, but there's this wild essence coming through that they're wanting you to pick up on. And Wild Woman is a book that I haven't read personally, but I want to read it. And it's all about claiming this archetypal wild woman energy within us. That doesn't really care about social norms or polite, rules or anything like that. They just go all out. Oh my gosh. Your person just said balls to the wall. Your person is so funny. Very inappropriate, but very funny. Okay, so we have also number 16, come back to center. So this is just confirming again that it's like, yeah, come back to who you truly are. Remember who you truly are and unlock this within you. It's like, this is all, do you see this energy all around here? It's like you need to kind of break through this shell and be able to grab that inner warrior within you. Yeah, grab and unleash that inner warrior within you and just let her fly, let her loose. I heard release the Kraken. Yeah, release the Kraken, pile four. Release the Kraken, okay? They want you to do that. Beautiful. So messages for pile four from pile four's loved ones, please. Messages from pile four's loved ones. Thank you. All right, we have number 32. Tree of Life, travel on. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hello. We got a jumper. We've got a jumper. Oh my gosh. Can we not have the cards fly out in the future, please? It's very inconvenient for me. Spirits, I understand and I appreciate you, but that would just help me a lot. Thank you. Okay. All right, sometimes you gotta have conversations with them, they just get so excited, and I appreciate the excitement, but at the same time, ooh, okay. Oh, I see. Great. We have number 19. Oh, perfect. We have Dragon's Strength with fire coming through. Oh my gosh, do you remember that song? Fire. Do 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 fire. That's coming through. They loved really like funky, groovy music. Rock music was coming through earlier for some of you, but for some of your people, they really liked that like groovy, funky type of music. Like that was them. So funny. I love it. I love it. Okay. Messages from pile four's person. Thank you. Yeah, number 10, we have a new dawn. Welcome back. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And I'm feeling good. Bow, 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 bow. Oh my gosh. I just saw someone miming playing like a trumpet with their hands. So again, such jokester energy coming through. We have number 48, the void. Retreat, rest, and pause. With the sound of the universe in the center there. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. First of all, we have 19, fire, dragon, strength. Like, again, breakthrough, fire, potential, unleash, shine, sparkle, like let yourself shine. Yeah, girl, put your records on, sing me your favorite song, go ahead and let your hair down. Like, that's what's coming through right now. They're wanting you to like claim that fire. Just like fire, coming out the wind. The Pink song. I don't even know what the rest of the song is, but I know that just like fire. That's what's coming through here. Yeah, so claim that passion, claim that strength, claim that inner fire. You've let yourself kind of get a little bit complacent, pile 4. That's what I feel like this is. It's like you've created a lot of good stuff for yourself, but it's like there's so much more that you can go after if only you can see it and believe yourself to do it, right? New dawn, welcome back to yourself is what I'm hearing here. New dawn, recognizing that this is a new thing for you. And oh gosh, yeah. What was it? Their energy is also very like popcorny, like their energy is very high and there's a lot that they want to say. So it's almost like it's hard for me to get some of the messages. Okay, so yeah, okay, what they're wanting me to share is I did a reading. It was, oh gosh, I think this was the very first reading that I ever did, but it was called Homecoming. And that is a reading. If this resonates with you, go to that first reading that I ever did called Homecoming. There's a message in there for you because this welcome back, it's almost like welcome back to yourself. Yeah, coming back to center, welcome back. I don't think it's a synchronicity or a coincidence that these two came out side by side here. It's like you coming back to yourself. You've created a lot of success where you're at right now in the arena that you're currently in, pile 4, but there's so much that you're capable of that it's almost like you've forgotten who you are. You're forgotten how much you're capable of achieving. And this spirit guide, this passed on loved one, this male energy that I'm feeling here, very playful energy here, they're wanting you to claim that back. They're wanting you to remember how capable you are, how much potential you have to be able to flow and break through and shine and unleash everything that you have within you. Just give it all you got. Exactly. Give it all you got is what I just heard. And it's like, there's a new day happening here. Maybe you felt stuck in a rut recently even. And that could have been tough for you. You may have felt that, oh gosh, like I feel like I'm just doing things like in a specific order, like every day looks the same, I'm in a rut, whatever. It's like, no, you don't have to be stuck in a rut. You can actually unleash yourself, unlock yourself, and go forward into this new great energy that's just waiting for you. I keep hearing it's just waiting for you. Just go for it. Just go get it. And then we have Tree of Life here, travel on. It's like, yeah, you're this traveler going through. They're reminding me of Candyland with this here. So that's a specific confirmation for some of you if you used to play Candyland together when you were kids. But they're reminding me of like this being like Candyland, like you're going through this adventure and trying to get all the way up to this pinnacle here, this great whatever. I don't even know. It's like when you go on a journey and you're trying to get to the end, you're trying to get to the end of the rainbow is what I just heard. Like trying to get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Exactly. That's what this energy feels like. It's like you have that pot of gold that you've been kind of eyeing and you're like, I don't know if I should really do this. I don't know if I should really go on this journey and get it. It sounds like a lot of work, a lot of energy. It's like, no, just go on this adventure, go on this journey, travel on, my soldier is what I just heard. Oh yeah. Carry on my wayward son. Kansas, that's coming through as well. Yeah, that's from 70s, I think. That's a 70s band. Yeah, for sure. Fleetwood Mac just came through my mind again. Moody Blues just came through as well. That's a really specific band. That's a very specific confirmation. They're telling me to share those, so there you go. One or two of you may be like, oh my gosh, yeah. So this is for you. Anyway, yes, you're a traveler. You're meant to get what's yours. You're meant to get this end of the journey pot of gold type of energy. And then also, yeah, it could be feeling like you're in this void phase. You could have just gone through a lot of shadow work, or you could be in this transformation phase of going through a lot of upgrades. And so it's like you already feel so tired because you've already built this stuff for yourself, but it's almost like you've been in this void state. You have been in this phase of resting, of recharging, of recentering, of regrounding yourself, coming back to center, of regrounding yourself. This could have been you for the past few months is what I'm hearing. But now it's almost like you're in this place where you've got the dust is settling. Yeah, the dust is settling, and now you're eyeing what's possible. And you're like, entertaining it almost. I get this kind of like entertaining energy, almost like a cat playing with like a ball of yarn, like, kind of pawing the energy. I don't know why they're giving me cat energy. This is so weird. Maybe it'll make sense to a couple of you. Maybe this is a confirmation, but they're letting me like a ball of yarn and like a cat's paws, and they're kind of like, like, should I, shouldn't I? I'm not sure. Very specific. But that's the energy coming through. You know what I mean? You've been entertaining the idea. You're just not sure if you really should, or if you have the capability, or if you even want to, I'm getting for some of you. But I'm hearing that it's going to be a very fruitful journey if you choose to embark on this. Almost like a secret agent, should you choose to accept this assignment. That's kind of the energy that they're giving me. Okay. Yeah, James Bond just came through. Tons of confirmations here. So your person definitely wants you to be able to receive confirmations. That could be very big for you right now, is you could be very much like, I don't know, or needing those confirmations for some reason. So that's for a few of you that those keep coming through. All right, one final message from pile 4's passed on loved one to pile 4, please. Thank you. We have manifestation of light. Beautiful. And then we have this energy coming through. If you want to meditate on this energy, I'm a very visual person myself, so I like to meditate on colors and energies sometimes. That's to help those of you who do the same. So manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms. My intellect shines. My inner light grows. Exactly. Breakthroughs. Shine your inner light. Tons of light coming through here. Tons of light coming through there too. The fire. Exactly. We have the light of the sun there as well. We have the light of the moon. We have this light coming through. Tons of light. Tons of light, pile 4. You guys are light workers with a capital L, okay? You guys are meant to change this world, and you're meant to be a manifestation of this light. You're meant to go get what's yours, but in the process, you impact other people along the way. Yes, you get what's yours. Yes, you unlock your potential. Yes, you become the best you that you can be. But more than that, by you being the best you that you can be, you help others be the best them that they can be. And that's what you're meant to do. The vision goes from me to we, is what I just heard. Yeah, you're going to be world changers if you allow it. If you allow it and you step beyond this abundance that you've already created for yourself, and you allow yourself to explore the unknown and unleash that potential, unleash that wild within, there are major blessings coming through for you, and your passed on loved one is making sure of that, pile 4, okay? All right, my beautiful souls, thank you so much. It's been an honor to tap into your loved ones, your passed on loved ones' energy. It's been an honor to hopefully help you as well with some of these messages that they wanted to come through for you. Do like and subscribe to see more videos like this. I love you so, so, so much, and I will see you in the next reading.